Again with MSC Cruises. Join us on some of the world's most modern and innovative ships. Discover again at our new private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, named Best New Cruise Destination. Cruise from Miami or Port Canaveral and discover Ocean Key, our new exclusive private island. Enjoy flexible booking changes and free balcony upgrades. Call your travel advisor or visit msccruises.com. Restrictions apply. MSC Cruises, a world of discovery.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Were you hurt in a vehicle and want compensation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Did an accident leave you in need of representation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo. When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Gifts wrapped? Check. Ugly sweaters? Check. An unforgettable holiday experience for the whole family? Check it out on the McDonald's app. It's a holiday wish come true. Open the app now to get an exclusive offer from Busch Gardens and SeaWorld. Your family can visit both parks for less than $55 each to experience Busch Gardens Christmas Town and SeaWorld Christmas Celebration. Get more great deals every day, like 20% off frozen Coke. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/30/21. McD app download and registration required. Refer to the McD app for details and restrictions.
Since 1992, Mills Air has kept Orlando cool. Visit millsair.com to schedule your service today.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Tuesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do have a fun program set up for you today. We'll get you caught up on all the things happening out there in the world of Deb's Woke News. What'd you do that's new today? We'll go over Jack's Choice and then find out what Ross wants us to watch or listen to next. Tracing Trauma today with NaomiBradshaw.com. Trivia, Ross Thoughts, Last Call, and of course, sure texting calls all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my wonderful, lovely, and dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
What's up, Jim?
I'm doing fine, Ross.
I'm happy to hear.
407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Find us easily on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Jim Colbert Show. And Twitter is just at Jim Colbert Show. You can take us wherever you go using the iHeartRadio app. And, of course, everything that is us is at JimColbertLive.com. I would love to tell you to order our seasonings, but Venmo is down.
Yeah.
I saw that today. I was like, wow, of all the sites to go down, that's the one I really needed.
Lucky for Ross, it happened after the end of last night's football game.
Let's go. I won football
that's
picks.
right. That's right. Yeah, I totally forgot. I actually have that down here to ignore.
Yeah. I have this. What I need is a pinky ring.
Yeah, what do you need a pinky ring?
So y'all can kiss it.
Oh, get out of here. Now, how much have you allegedly won this year?
Allegedly, I think I'm at $170.
170?
Yeah.
How do you get to a 170?
165.
165.
There you go. Much better.
I round up.
So you've won, and then you've come in second.
Yes, that is true. And
Jim, you've had 2 second places?
I've had 2 second places.
And I've had 1 first place.
And you've had 1 first place.
Well, look at that.
You're in the lead.
You're in the
look
lead.
at that.
You're in the lead.
Hey, shout out to us for being better than any other show.
No joke. Collectively, except for Bradshaw, we're destroying it. Because I'm third overall right now.
I don't know.
Where are you overall?
He finished. For the overall. Yeah, it's a little further back. I take big swings.
You do. You take chances.
I take big swings.
There's 2 ways to play by the way, it's just a straight up draw thing.
Yeah.
How many people are in it? Like 40?
Yeah.
So 40 people in this, just straight up. There's 2 ways to approach it. The Mike Bianchi way, which is guess almost every week the total underdogs and hope you're the only guy that's the brilliant one, or you try to do some analytics and figure out who you think you can win based on the players you're going to put on the field that day.
Or you could do like the top person, I believe, in the pool for the longest time and just pick the team because you either live there, your child goes to school there, or you like the colors.
Right, exactly. That's Raquel.
Is that Raquel?
And win everything.
By the way, it's so
I love that.
It's so interesting to watch men react to things like this, because in this group of people that's in this draw, it's a bunch of friends of ours Jack and I have known for many, many years.
Yes.
And Code Black is one of those. And of course, our little group with Code Black also is part of this football thing. And you should hear them talk about Raquel. Now, Raquel, of course, is woman's worked here for many, many years.
Yep. Powerhouse.
Everybody in this building loves her. I mean, there is no enemy to be found for Raquel Roberts. She is globally adored.
Or feared.
Yeah.
Either one.
Both. Yeah.
She got that Jamaica crazy thing. So with that said, you should hear like, oh, man, there's got to be some kind of thing. There's something's going on. I'm like, something's going on. She's picking the right teams. What is she negotiating with the teams so that they lose on the behalf of one office drawing in Orlando, Florida? They're so pissed that it's a woman leading. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Let me provide a little insight after more than 2 decades of dealing with office pools. When you have back-to-back winners, someone who didn't win will say, hey, something's going on. Right? When a female wins, a male will say, hey, something's going on.
Right.
Yeah. And then if you have multiple wins throughout a season, there's definitely something going on.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on. As if anything could be going on.
Yeah.
The pick as if the pick. I mean, there's no way to move it.
When someone who's financially of means wins, there's something going on.
Right,
you know?
Exactly.
How come he wins?
It's the greatest,
man.
He's
got to have a thing.
I always look at him and go, wow, really? It's a woman. You guys can't get over that, right? Because you guys know the football thing so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't know anything. She is destroying you. None of you guys are within 20 of her. And she's killing you, and it makes me laugh harder every week.
That's the thing. The thing that's going on is that she's in the wrong business.
You're right, exactly.
She's a savant.
I mean, it is bananas. On weeks where the best pick, like with the football people, will be 7 wins, she'll have like 12. She'll pick teams you can't even imagine picking.
Yeah, but you're in second place.
Overall?
Yeah, overall you're in second place, and
that pays first, second, and third for overall, right, Jack?
It does.
All right.
It does. At the end of the season.
But you're tied with a lot of people.
I know I'm tied with a lot of people. I got to make some moves. I got to really start paying attention here.
Jimmy, you mentioned Venmo because there's some web services down. We actually have that. The information's posted at jimcolbertlive.com. It's Amazon Web Services.
Mm-hmm.
That I noticed this morning that I tried to listen to the station on the smart speaker, and it was like just spinning in the ring. I'm like, I checked with Google. Google works, but it was Amazon. But on Amazon Web Services, they also have other companies that use their web services. So if you have Disney Plus, we mentioned Venmo, Ring Doorbell, and many others are experiencing some intermittent problems. So, I mean, the information is posted at jimcolbertlive.com if you're interested to see more about that. But we are aware of it. There are some workarounds. If you have any questions, you can always text us, 77031.
Perfect. Thanks. Appreciate that very much. Would you guys agree that we live in the best country in the world?
No doubt about it.
I think there's some lateral moves.
Where should we send you, Ross?
What's the lateral move? What's the lateral move from the U.S.?
I don't know. I think there's some parts of the U.K. are pretty cool.
All right. I would not discount that, but
I also haven't lived in any other country.
Right, exactly. So I would think that this country, though, when you look at what happens globally, I think the U.S. has got it together pretty well.
Yeah, and you seem pretty fond of Canada, don't you?
I think Canada's okay. I think it's pretty
Canada's
chill.
not bad. I mean, Deb, U.S. is a pretty sweet place to live.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And as Americans, we hear the argument of freedom, not freedom, how free you are. More than ever right now, I believe that Americans' freedom is being debated, whether you're being encroached upon by a government, by a corporation, whatever the case may be. That argument always seems to be hanging in the air. Is that accurate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Italy seems pretty cool, too.
Right, Italy seems pretty cool. I'll give you Spain. Seems pretty awesome. Jack sent me a story today that is just real. Well, let's just say it's just evident that here in the U.S. maybe we're a little spoiled. Now we hear about North Korea all the time, right? I mean, North Korea, crazy ass Kim Jong-un. His dad, the whole crew, completely bananas. Dead broke. He's loaded. They're eating sand 3 days a week, or a relative to stay alive.
Yeah, they got a different definition of sandwich.
Yeah. No, no freedoms whatsoever. You only watch state approved television, listen to state approved music and state approved deliveries. Your all of your news is state approved.
Yeah, I was just updating my woke news.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Had this in there, but not anymore.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
But this thing is just absolutely crazy.
It's almost unbelievable. I had to read it a few times to go, no.
To be honest with you, it's so funny considering what they were doing. What happened to them is better than the show they were smuggling. Or I say better.
More outrageous?
More outrageous. So everybody knows about the Squid Game, right? Squid Game, or not the Squid Game, but Squid Game was a massive show. I think it hit maybe, in March, April, May, or whatever it was of this year.
Dystopian, graphic, violent show about debt-ridden South Koreans playing a series of life-or-death children's games for a chance to win money.
Exactly, and it was really good. Fun to watch. Can't wait for season 2, which has already been set up. It was a global phenomenon. Well, it turns out that show is illegal in North Korea, as many shows are, but this one's specifically illegal because they don't want any inclination of capitalism at all, any way, shape, or form in the country. No idea of it. It is a massive no-no.
Well, what I had read was that it's really eerily similar to what some residents in Pyongyang, like their currency trading, they say it's literally like a life or death situation.
And that is exactly what the irony of this story is. So here's what happened. So a smuggler got a hold of copies of Netflix's smash hit Squid Game in North Korea. They brought it into the country on a USB drive. There was a series of students, I guess, that got busted watching the show on a laptop in school, and it was tipped off by somebody who basically ratted them out, right?
Oh man!
So what do you think the penalty is in North Korea, Ross, for getting caught watching episodes of Squid Game?
Life in prison.
Life in prison. Well, that happened for a couple of them.
Yeah.
What do you think's next?
Getting shot, put to death.
Death is the answer.
And by firing squad.
Firing squad for importing or smuggling in a USB.
Ross knows it's North Korea.
Is that another parallel move?
No. But South Korea is pretty cool.
South Korea is supposed to be one of the best places.
Yeah.
Basically says here the Squid Game has been able to enter the country on a memory storage devices such as USB drive and SD cards are smuggled in by ship. They make their way inland. And it says that one of these guys was spared the death penalty because I guess his parents are rich. And rich, by the way, rich North Korea rich is different. They're not asking for like $1 million to keep your kid out of the gallows or out of the guillotine. It's $3,000. $3,000 was enough to bribe somebody's life in North Korea.
Well, the student,
$3,000.
The smuggler was sentenced to death by firing squad. A student who bought one of the flash drives received a life sentence. 6 others who watched the footage have been sentenced to 5 years of hard labor. And not just that, but teachers and administrators at the school were also fired or face forced labor in remote mines.
But I don't want to wear a mask.
I know.
They don't play.
Unbelievable.
By the way, that's 5 years of North Korean hard labor.
Right.
That's not 5 years of one of these daycare hard labor situations where you got to swing a hammer 8 times in an hour or you'll get shushed.
Right.
I mean, this is you are literally breaking rocks with your forehead until you fall over dead, and then the other guy's job is to take your dead body somewhere.
Yep.
What would have been really weird if they just made them play child games for their lives? Gone full circle.
That would have been
seriously.
Right.
But and that story, that was a couple weeks ago that came out, and I didn't see it before, but it's just so wild. I'm surprised it just didn't make more of a splash.
I think probably because for a lot of people, you just can't simply believe it's real.
This is the law, by the way. These are actual laws.
Someone's going to lose his life because of it.
And there is no law. It's just whatever Kim Jong-un wants.
Right.
There is no vote. There is no debating between sides on what's right or wrong. There's no voting. It's whatever that dude wants. North Korea passed a law last year on the, quote, elimination of reactionary thought and culture. elimination of carries a maximum penalty of death for watching, possession, or distribution of media from capitalist countries like South Korea, the U.S., and that's what the RFA reported. So, boy, Korea or North Korea does not joke.
Nope.
You better listen, or there's no other option. North Korean hard labor. I'd love to know what that consists of.
I don't.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's not like their life during the day, their free life is a piece of cake either.
No.
I mean,
they're already starving.
Images and stories from inside that country are absolutely horrifying. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. We got a couple stories to talk about today. San Francisco's cops asked to leave a restaurant. I'll tell you why. Vaping could lead to a serious issue for some men. I'll tell you what that is a little bit later, too. And the Michigan school in Oxford has refused an offer to get an investigation from the state. They turned it down completely. Unbelievable stuff coming up to talk about a little bit later. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, coming up in Woke News, we've got a Tampa hospital is confirming its and Florida's first case of the Omicron variant. Instagram announces teen safety updates, and Miller Lite's Beernament arrives for Christmas tree decorators. We'll tell you all about that and more coming up during Woke News.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Now that you can have people over again, why is your remote sticky? Tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
We're seeing slow traffic this afternoon heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound steady 2 between U.S. Highway 27 coming in from Polk County up to 429, between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway, and also between I-Drive and Conroy Road. We're looking good on the beach line. No reported issues on the 408 or the Turnpike at this time. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Biscuit Sandwich. Just $1. Wendy's knows a better breakfast starts with a better biscuit. That's why you can get a hot and buttery Wendy's breakfast biscuit with bacon or sausage, fresh cracked egg, and cheese for just $1. Get your Wendy's Buck Biscuit Sandwich today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
As the holiday season approaches, supply shortages will place higher demand on things, which means you could be more likely to be a victim of crime. Of course, we're talking about the porch pirates. Safe Touch systems know that, and more important than ever, they integrate their advanced technologies to keep your home and family safe inside and out. The integrated cameras make it almost impossible to step off the sidewalk without you knowing exactly what's happening. The burglaries are becoming a thing of past for guys who have Safe Touch, and the reason why is those video clips are instantly texted you with a notification that you are in complete control, not to mention the officers can be located and notified as well. No home or camera system really is complete. Well, that's that Safe Touch two-way communicator getting you the fastest possible emergency response. And that crash and smash technology is no joke either. Pro installation, lifetime parts and labor warranty, 24/7 tech support. You just simply can't beat it. It's Safe Touch Security doing what others can for over 36 years. Plus, you can even get free equipment and installation with that monitoring agreement. Just choose the package right for you, and their licensed and bonded pros will get it installed, and you'll be safer for it. It's safetouch.com, 888-723-8682. Again, safetouch.com. State license ZF233.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The best home and property improvement you can make is solar. Sunshine is free. It can power your home and even heat your pool. With SolarSource, trade your electric bill for a new lower solar payment and start saving immediately with no money down. You'll even get a 26% tax credit on the purchase price. SolarSource has been the #1 contractor in Central Florida for 38 years. Get your free quote today. Visit solarsource.com. That's solarsource.com. When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.
Sip and save at Circle K with our new drink subscription. Enjoy one coffee or fountain drink every day for only $5.99 a month. Sign up in-store or at CircleK.com. Circle K. Take it easy.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure, and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTRCM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit ATTRCMFacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Navy Federal, this is Michelle. How may I assist you today?
Michelle, we haven't talked since I got the Navy Federal app. With personalized notifications, I always know what's happening in my account. See, my paycheck just deposited.
I'm glad you like it.
Sorry, just pay my bills.
When your members are the mission, so is their convenience. Set up notifications, check your balance, and track your spending with our mobile app. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA. Message and data rates apply.
In the time before AT&T Fiber Internet.
What? What are you doing in me dungeon?
It's the only place where the bloody Wi-Fi works.
Oh, and you don't mind the spiders?
Spiders? What spiders? Oh no, they're everywhere! Oh!
In the time after AT&T Fiber Internet.
It's nice having fast, reliable Wi-Fi in the whole house.
For sure.
The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T Fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. AT&T Smart Wi-Fi extenders may be required. Sold separately. Restrictions apply.
This Checkers garlic and butter bacon Buford is for Vince. He's been brushing paint on houses all day.
That's the last coat.
A little help here? So, we brushed some mouth-watering garlic sauce on 2 100% hand-seasoned beef patties with crispy bacon strips, Swiss cheese, grilled onions, and whipped butter just for him. Come down and get this Buford, Vince. You've earned it. The garlic and butter bacon Buford, only at Checkers.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80-plus Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms could mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa! The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Merry Christmas!
Does your AC need attention? Visit millsair.com now. Since 1992, millsair.com.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1.
I look like a baby bird. Sorry.
I will tell you, when you hear the original version of this song by Shocking Blue, is the name of the band.
Yeah.
This thing is an absolute travesty. Because that first, the original song is a really cool kind of counterculture song from the late 60s.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
And the lead singer of this band is like some gypsy woman. I don't mean to say that to be offensive, but listen to that.
Here we go, DJ Jack, breaking it down.
How much more
Gotta get your dance version.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross sit right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Give him a listen Saturday when he's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. A Tampa hospital is confirming its first case of the Omicron variant. A spokesperson for the James A. Haley Veterans Hospital says the patient is experiencing mild symptoms and recently returned from international travel. The statement went on to say that providers were quickly able to detect, test, confirm, and add the data to our developing understanding of this strain. But the Florida Department of Health in Hillsborough County says, well, I haven't received any notice from the state on a patient with the Omicron variant, which was first identified in South Africa, but it was only a matter of time. White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci has suggested that early indications are that Omicron may be less dangerous than the Delta variant. And as we know, Wall Street is responding with a rally that has
Heartily.
2-day rally now. What's it up, like 600 points at this point?
It's up like 5.5 today, up 6 over 6 yesterday because it took a kicking in the ass at the end of last week. But like I told you guys last week, the first news out of South Africa about the Omicron variant is that the symptoms were all extremely mild, and it didn't seem to be that dangerous at all. So, hopefully that's exactly what we'll see here in the U.S.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Meanwhile, a new report says that Florida is falling behind on vaccinations. CDC data says the Sunshine State has the 40th highest vaccination rate in kids 5 to 11 years old. 11% of kids visited a clinic since the COVID vaccine became available. The report also shows that Florida is last in the nation for flu vaccinations, with a 50% decline in those shots since 2019. And doctors are really warning to maybe get your booster and your flu shot in some cases at the same time if you think you're able to physically handle it, because our natural immunity to the flu is down because mask wearing, hand washing. So they think it's going to be a much worse season flu-wise this year, added along with COVID.
Aren't you a double jab, Johnny?
I got both of them on Friday.
And were you okay with it?
Absolutely.
I know in some cases they say if you're at all concerned, just make sure you go home and sleep the rest of the day. Don't try and work or work out.
Well, I did. I worked because I got it at noon before the show. And by 12 that night, I was tired. And the next day, I was a little tired. That's why I laid around just watching TV and I made cookies.
There you go. That was smart.
Because cookies make you feel better.
I'd like to do the same thing as do the double jab.
My wife got the double shot last night.
Yeah, because my mom got her third COVID booster, and it took her down for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Well, she's a little bit older.
What I noticed for both Naomi and myself, the booster shot, which is, from what I understand with Moderna, it's about half of what the regular shots were.
Okay.
But for my wife and I, the side effects were the exact same as the others, and just even a little less. Like after my first 2 shots, a little lethargic, a little sore for 12 to 18 hours after, and then fine. And same thing happened, this weekend.
Hell, it's better than getting the disease itself.
Ooh, never again, baby.
And a new report out of Washington, D.C. says one Central Florida county is a hot spot for COVID-19 cases. The report labels Orange County as a, quote, rapid riser, end quote, of cases.
Oh, God.
Officials say in order to have this classification, there has to be a significant increase in cases and percentage of cases. Now, over the last 3 weeks, Orange County has seen 673 cases of COVID-19, subsequently 718, and then this third and final week, 905 cases.
Interestingly, do they is that residents? Or is that just cases reported at hospitals after tests, right? It doesn't have to be a resident, because we're an international travel hub.
Right.
So obviously Orange County, you would figure like Broward County and all the areas that have big time international travel would be experiencing bubbles.
Osceola County, I would think even more so than Orange.
Sure. Yeah. Flying in Orange because the airport's still in Orange County. I would think that, and Disney is still in Disney in Osceola County?
Part of it.
Yeah, and then but Universal is for sure.
Right.
SeaWorld, Legoland is in Polk. So I bet money if you did the analysis, you would see the bubble is more than likely around those areas where international travel is coming in.
That would be interesting to find out. Another big story we've been following, and we finally have an answer. The U.S. wildlife agencies are approving an experimental feeding program for manatees. This comes after a record year of manatee deaths in Florida. Authorities say the program comes at a time when many of the sea cows are unfortunately starving to death. In the Indian River Lagoon, the researchers estimate 90% of the seagrass they eat has died off.
Ooh.
90%. The Florida Wildlife Commission also asked the state for an additional $8 million, but that won't be considered until the legislative session, and that doesn't begin until January.
Damn.
All right, if you're a Florida Power and Light customer, get ready to see your bill go higher starting next month.
Yay!
The state's Public Service Commission today approved FPL's request to raise an extra $810 million to recover costs for higher natural gas prices. So
is it to recover costs I give to Dark Cat?
That's what I was thinking.
That's
what I was thinking. No, it was FPL.
You're right.
Yeah, it was
I'll
FPL.
take that back, Duke.
I think it was this way of them saying, oh, yeah, you read that Sentinel article?
Right, yeah,
Stick it to you.
Right,
Stick it to you.
That'll cost you another $10 a month.
Exactly. The increase means FPL's average 1,000 kilowatt hour residential bill is going to go up by about $7 a month.
Yeah.
But that's average 1,000 kilowatt usage. Duke Energy, Tampa Electric Company, or better known as TECO, and Florida Public Utilities Company rates will also rise. Starting next month, the PSC also approved a new area code for Palm Beach County because the 561 area code is running out of numbers.
Okay.
All right, United Launch Alliance successfully launched its Atlas V rocket from Cape Canaveral. If you were, I was going to say, if you were up like Jimmy way early this morning, the space company planned to complete the launch Saturday, but then discovered a leak in the rocket propellant ground storage system. All you had to say was leak.
Mm-hmm.
After 2 more delays, the launch got off the ground this morning. It was set to launch at 4:04 a.m., and you were up that early?
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Whoa. Up late or up early?
Up
early, buddy.
Oh.
Sleep is not a commodity these days.
Really?
Yeah, it's just weird. You got a lot going on.
Well, the rocket will reportedly carry a laser communications demonstration project.
Okay.
Let those words sink in.
Undefined, don't know where the money is.
Laser communications.
Oh, I know what this is about.
Demonstration project into space.
Shooting other satellites.
So I read this story. This is actually fascinating. So what they're trying to do is this. They're trying to equip all of the equipment that we have with laser communication and ditch radio because of the information being downloaded now as it's coming from farther and farther away. As we go farther and farther away, takes too much time. So what they're trying to do is do it with lasers instead. This is the test to see if we can do that, because what's going to happen is this. If you're mapping a planet, it takes like 9 weeks now to send the information, right? Specifically, if you're sending high-def video or photographs, what they're saying is with this new laser communication, they'll be able to download that same exact information in 9 days.
Oh, wow.
So it cuts it by.
Fascinating.
I mean,
very.
And what that will do is allow us to have more real-time interaction with our drones, possibly,
right,
or with our missions on other planets, rather than waiting the time it takes for the information to travel via radio wave or microwave or whatever they're using. I think it's.
Which is going to be such a big deal with the Webb telescope because, again, that bad boy is going to be nearly 1 million miles from Earth. I mean, it's going to be 4 times the distance of the moon.
And you're talking about getting that information more quickly. And again, as we start to use more robots and robotic equipment in other galaxies or other
solar systems?
Yeah, solar systems. That we'll have to do this.
I'm just happy that we're using more lasers.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Lasers are cool.
They're very cool, buddy.
And finally, our last, this is, Florida, where a Florida man may be looking twice before he sits down on his new couch for a while.
Hemorrhoids.
No, Clearwater police say they responded to the Maryland Pines condos on Saturday after a man found a snake.
What? I was going to say syringe.
No, a snake in his new
Florida.
couch.
Okay.
Police took the couch outside and found a red-tailed python deep inside, and this was no baby snake. They estimate the snake was easily 5 feet long.
Oh, man. Could you
curl up and take a nap?
Could you imagine lying there one night, you're hanging out, watching a show, and the next thing you know, all you see is this flickering tongue of
and it's in your ear?
Oh, get
or
out
something is squeezing your arm and you can't figure out what it is?
Yeah, you think your girl's getting a little flirty, but no, you're just a Slytherin.
Nationally, the U.S. is commemorating the 80th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Every year on December 7th, visitors from all over the world gather in Hawaii to honor the service members who were killed, as well as Pearl Harbor survivors and veterans. The ceremony began with a moment of silence for World War II heroes. Early this morning, President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden paid their respects by visiting the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., and observing a moment of silence. For those who did not pay attention in history class, the surprise attack on December 7th, 1941, killed more than 2,000 Americans, and the next day, the U.S. declared war on Japan. Meanwhile, the oldest living Tuskegee Airman turns 102 years old today. Brigadier General Charles McGee served in World War II as part of a legendary unit of African-American pilots who served during segregation. McGee served at a time when black Americans faced discrimination at home, but the airmen still put their lives on the line for the country. They flew more than 15,000 missions and destroyed more than 100 Nazi aircraft.
Wow.
All right, if you've got a package coming today from Amazon, it may be delayed. That's because there's still a massive outage at a Amazon Web Services hub in Virginia. The company provides cloud computing services to a broad array of customers, so that means the outage also affects Instacart, Venmo, Disney streaming service, Tinder, and a host of video games that are played online. The company said the root cause has been identified and work is underway to get things back online. All right, if changes to improve teen safety on Instagram roll out this week. The changes come a day before its CEO is supposed to testify before Congress on how the app impacts the mental health of teens and children.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but look, we came up with a plan.
Look over here.
Exactly. New updates include a take a break feature that will ask users to stop using Instagram momentarily, and a tool for parents that lets them see how much time their kids are actually on the app. Changes are going to roll out tomorrow, Wednesday, here in the U.S., Canada, and Australia.
I mean, if they really care, they could just shut it down, right? I mean, they could program it to just shut off after 30 minutes and then not start back up for another 30 minutes or not be accessible. Couldn't they do that?
Who?
I mean, Instagram.
Yeah.
Couldn't
yes.
they? I mean, they could do that, correct? So, I mean, if they were really serious about it, it wouldn't be just a pop-up thing going, hey, maybe you should take a break. It should be, it shuts down. It's available again in 30 minutes.
To me, this is no different than cigarette makers coming out with a Marlboro Red and a Marlboro Light with the assumption that the public is going to believe they're safer with the lights. You're not safer.
I think a different analogy with cigarettes is putting the warning on the package.
At all.
And then you can keep smoking as much as you want because ultimately their business plan is to keep your attention.
Yeah.
If turning it off at 30 minutes, they're losing.
Exactly.
Then you jump to Facebook, then you jump to Twitter or Snap or TikTok.
My point is, if they're actually concerned about the well-being of the kids, it would be that instead of, hey, we'd really like it if you set it down because the analytics tell us it's better for you, or just go, hey, we're shutting this down for 30 minutes. Yeah. Come and see us back in 30 more minutes.
It's managing public concern and growing criticism and governmental oversight while still not damaging their bottom line.
Exactly.
Or really changing their business plan at all because they know the truth. Everybody's going to swipe right by that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody is. I mean, nobody's going to adhere to that.
A couple weeks ago, regardless of what you think of Joe Rogan, he does get some really interesting guests and really interesting podcasts. He has one with Tristan Harris and another guy. I mentioned this the other day. Tristan Harris was one of the whistleblowers who was also one of the main features in The Social Dilemma. I mean, I'm going through I have to listen to this podcast. There's so much information on what they're talking about, how everything is connected and how far behind certain groups are and how they're manipulating and the end arounds that are happening. It's just some fascinating stuff.
And if you think, I mean, all marketing is built to do that. Why wouldn't it be applied to that format? Yeah. I mean, all marketing, whether they're trying to sell you a refrigerator, a car, a dishwasher, a knife, a shirt, it doesn't matter. You know, all the marketing is focused, just like you said, to keep your attention and spend your money.
Yeah, but now it's AI and it's technology that's growing at an exponential level, using your information without telling you
and predicting your behavior.
Predicting your behavior, using it against you, and then managing your behavior and manipulating your behavior to everyone. And people say, "Oh, I've never been forced to buy something or do this." Well, anytime you share an article or there's so much behavior that they kind of influence, and it's some fascinating stuff. The more you learn about it, the more fascinating
and the people don't look at it as a direct sale. What you have to understand is just like when in poker, you're trying to increase the percentages of it happening. They don't ever say, well, if we do this, it'll get us 400 more customers. What they're saying is we do this, there's a possibility that more eyes see this and buy. And that's what they're trying to do, increase the percentages of them getting a sell.
Well, we always talk about daylight saving time and is it useful or not? Well, overseas, the United Arab Emirates is making a change to what it considers the weekend. It will start on Friday afternoon and go through Sunday, beginning on January 1st. That means the United Arab Emirates will have a 4.5-day work week starting in the new year. Right now, their weekend is made up of Friday and Saturday.
So it'd basically be they leave at Friday at 12, work till noon, and then you're out of there until Monday morning, huh?
And then yeah.
Oh, you send people home at 12 o'clock in America, they will love you for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me tell you
On
what.
a Friday?
I don't care what you do.
Exactly.
If you dig S-holes for a living and somebody tells you you're out of there 5 hours early on Friday, they'll give you a hug every Friday around 12:01. Well, you'll get a sweet little slap on the ass as they walk out the door to go get drunk.
Here's a heartwarming story. A South Dakota church is giving its congregation a reverse offering for the second year in a row. This past weekend, Embrace Church in Sioux Falls handed out $40,000 in cold hard cash to its members.
Good.
Lead pastor Adam Weber says their one requirement is a portion of the money be used to give someone else a gift this season. Embrace Church started doing the reverse offering last year.
Very nice.
I think that's a really great idea. And if that's not enough to warm the cockles of your heart, I bring you this.
Okay.
Miller Lite. It's found a way to...
You've said enough. Let's move forward.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. Let me pay it off because...
Here comes more beer art.
They found a way to crack open a cold one and decorate your Christmas tree all together in that order.
They're so sweet.
The brand is rolling out today the Miller Lite Beernament on today, Tuesday, December 7th. The decorative round-shaped beer can will double as a Christmas tree ornament. You slam your 12 ounces, rinse that bad boy out, put on a hook, slap it on the tree. The rollout comes a day after Miller High Life released its gingerbread dive bar kits.
Man, that's so good.
Each kit comes with beer-infused gingerbread walls, sugary vintage wall art and entrance sign, a tiny jukebox, and edible pool table with cues made out of pretzels and candied pool balls.
Okay.
True to form, the kit also comes with an outdoor pergola made from bar snacks and a bar floor made with, wait for it, Vermont maple syrup packets to, quote, recreate that distinct, sticky floor feeling only real ones know, end quote.
That's a hell of a gift. Sounds like a lot of work.
Now get this. A spokesperson says the dive bar kits sold out in 2 minutes on Monday. However, 15 additional people will be selected at random to win a kit between tomorrow, December 8th, and December 12th.
Does it say how much it was?
No, it didn't, but the kits are cool AF,
That's
dude.
a great idea, by the way, printing your beer can to look like an ornament. That is brilliant.
And it's round and
really
it's white
brilliant.
and it's got that Miller, it is.
Listen.
It's a brilliant concept.
We're listening.
Half the country's going to fall for this.
Why not?
Half the country's going to fall for this. You would switch brands for this. You would at least buy one. At least one 6-pack of that brand just because of the can.
Have your friends over, everybody have their own ornament.
So smart.
Isn't it smart?
So smart.
You'll be drunk and decorated by the end of the night.
God bless you.
And I just bought them.
Yes.
Did you really?
No.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping one of us would get the dive bar kit.
I mean, I would go pick up some. I'll give you guys all a beer. We have to slam it on the air, though. And then you can take your little razors and cut stuff out and put lights in them. You can do all kinds of stuff.
All
You're
kinds
very
of
crafty.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. Don't plan on any crafts for me, though.
I won't.
But now you all are officially woke. And Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Take the stress out of buying your home and work with the best. And that is that mortgage guy, Don. Chris and I worked with Don when buying our house in Mount Dora, and Don was simply the best part of the home buying process. He's so accessible and knowledgeable. No question is too dumb, and there's no time you can't reach him. And it's as easy as going to homeloansradio.com. That's it. No appointment, no time off work, no stressing in traffic. Work with the best, and all you have to do is go to homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. We're going to check out and see how my stocks are going with Ross, the stock genius.
This week?
We'll do it next.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Good Tuesday, everyone. This is Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Fox 35 Storm Center, Central Florida weather for you on this Tuesday. Looking like another warm one after that morning fog begins to move on out. Looks like we'll mix the skies. A little sun cloud blend again today. A warm high approaching 80. A little cooler on the beaches. West winds becoming northwest at 5 to 10. For tonight, 61. Fog develops through the overnight. We'll keep it dry. Mostly cloudy, cool with light winds. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, into the 80s we go. Solid low mid-80s for highs. A little bit of a rain chance tomorrow. A couple isolated showers after about 1 p.m. Otherwise, it is dry as we head into the weekend and on the warm side. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Biscuit Sandwich. Just $1. Wendy's knows a better breakfast starts with a better biscuit. That's why you can get a hot and buttery Wendy's breakfast biscuit with bacon or sausage, fresh cracked egg, and cheese for just $1. Get your Wendy's Buck Biscuit Sandwich today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Happy holidays to you and your family from the family over at Mossy Oak Fence. Love these guys. And as a special thank you during the holidays, our friends at Mossy Oak Fence are offering a free walk gate for every purchase of $150 or more to all active military, veterans, and first responders. That's value of up to $500. All you got to do is visit mossyoakfences.com. Mention promo code USA. Just a small token of the Mossy family's appreciation exclusively for our military and first responders. That's mossyoakfences.com. Mention promo code USA.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, don't speak to the insurance company. They aren't your friend, and any statement you give them could be used against you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
I want to break free.
Ready to break free? Norwegian Cruise Line's greatest deal ever is here. Book today and enjoy 70% off the second guest. Plus, receive 7 free offers, including free open bar, free specialty dining, free air for second guests, and much more. Up to $4,250 in value. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry, the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Searching for things these days can be confusing. Searching for the right lawyer doesn't need to be. I'm Steve Kramer, and our firm is committed to helping you with any legal issue. Kramer Law, one firm for life. Offices, Altamont Springs. onefirmforlife.com.
You work hard, so you deserve the good things in life, like getting an amazing deal on awesome internet. That's why there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And don't miss out. Ask how to get 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Just imagine, faster downloads, more streaming. The possibilities are endless. That's more speed and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Plus, ask how to score a 5G phone on us when you switch. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now because you deserve awesome internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 12/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second to AT&T 500 megabits per second, each with 1 unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
The fun just got better at Colonial Photo and Hobby.
Nikon's new flagship camera is available for pre-order at Colonial Photo and Hobby. The Nikon Z9 features 45 megapixel images at 30 frames per second, making it ideal for wildlife, sports, and action photography. On top of all that, the Nikon Z9 also takes 8K video. The best part? The Nikon Z9 is available at Colonial Photo and Hobby for only $54.99.99. Be one of the first to own one of the most powerful Nikon cameras ever. All it takes is a fully refundable $100 deposit at Colonial Photo and Hobby. Nikon Incorporated limited warranty included. Colonial Photo and Hobby is located just south of the intersection of Colonial Drive and Mills Avenue with plenty of free parking, film developing, custom framing, RC cars, and model trains. Colonial Photo and Hobby does those too.
The fun just got better at Colonial Photo and Hobby.
During the season of giving, you might give away more than you want.
Sweater for Mom, video game for Jake, and my credit card for someone named Gina?
More online activity can mean more exposed personal info, but LifeLock by Norton has identity theft protection all wrapped up. And if you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com today.
The IRS and state agencies don't wait till after the holidays to demand payment or take collection action. J. David Tax Law and our firm of experienced tax attorneys live and work in this community, and we are standing by to defend you or your business in any IRS or state tax debt. Helping people in our community is what we do. For that reason, we invite you to join us in our support of worthy local charities. In this season of giving, please consider donating to Coalition for the Homeless of Central Florida, Cars for Our Troops, Dreams Come True, and the Ronald McDonald House. These organizations do a wonderful job for those in need. At J. David Tax Law, we believe strongly in being a responsible corporate citizen by providing funding to charities that support our community. We invite you to do the same, and we wish you and your families a happy and safe holiday season. If you have tax problems, call us now at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 for a no-cost consultation, or find us on the web at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Instagram. It's not just about food pics, but it's mostly about food pics. At Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in on this gorgeous Tuesday afternoon. What'd you do that's new coming up at top of the hour? Plus, we have Naomi Bradshaw in the 4 o'clock hour for Tracing Trauma today. We're going to go over, let's see, what do we have here today? Looks like we're going to talk about giving to others while you struggle.
Yeah.
Which is tough because you get down on yourself, and it's kind of hard to think about anybody else's problems when you're dealing with your own.
And yet that helps tremendously to get out of your own head.
It really does. It's the weirdest thing in the world where you think that, when you give something to somebody else,
it will take something from you.
It is the craziest thing how that happens, but it works every single time. When you give somebody to something that makes them happy, it is the most unique feeling as a person. It really is.
It heals you.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well.
Glad to hear you say that before you give us our Christmas gift.
Yeah, very good.
We still have to decide.
Have we determined a day on that, by the way?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, according to that logic, we should be getting some amazing gifts from Jim.
Yeah.
And nobody says that you're not, wise ass.
Yeah, Ross.
You don't.
Well, we did Secret Santa last year. Are we doing that again this year? Or are we?
No, we're not doing that again this year. You guys can do it for me, but I'm not doing it for you.
What?
I'm just telling you, I'm not doing Secret Santa for you.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So now we are saying that we're not.
You guys can do Secret Santa for me, and we can set a limit, but I'm doing something different for you guys this year.
Yeah, I already made alternate plans. So you and Ross could do Secret Santa. Right. I don't know how much of a secret it'll be.
Yeah, there's no way I'm spending $25.
But aren't you? You're going through stuff.
What do you mean?
What I mean is what we were just talking about.
You don't get to choose that.
You said during the news segment that you're going through some things.
We're going through some things at the house. I mean, there's some family trauma going on. Drama, I should say, not trauma.
Yeah, but
drama.
It doesn't mean he can't open his wallet and get us nice stuff.
It will make you feel better, Jimmy. Think about it.
It's proven.
Think of the healing it will offer you and your family to come in with arms full of gifts for the people that make your day and your life, your career.
These recent struggles are evidence that you really need to open up to us.
And you love us.
And by open up, I mean the wallet.
Yeah, PS5.
or Xbox.
I wouldn't mind some red bottoms.
It's like I'm working with 3 Joel Osteens.
Did you hear about the money in the bathroom?
He just found $600,000 in checks and money.
He didn't find anything.
The plumber.
A plumber found it. By the way, this is the same church that got robbed a few years back to the tune of about
$600,000.
And they're not answering any questions about it, by the way.
No, they're not.
Like nobody, the church there is at Lakewood.
Yep.
Lakewood Church is not saying anything about the money, how it got there, what their idea of what it had. Not a peep.
So a plumber was replacing a toilet in the bathroom.
A loose urinal.
A loose urinal, and in the wall they found envelopes, collection envelopes filled with cash and totaling over $500,000.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hidden in the wall.
$250,000 plus in cash, and the rest of it in check donations hidden in the wall.
Mm-mm-mm.
Don't know how that got there. I don't know.
I didn't see anything.
Somebody was just probably saving it to do some more good in the community. Yeah. That's probably what it was there for. Like all that money that goes in the church, so they're just there to do good in the community. It's nauseating.
To make sure that
a lot of you churches out there better be glad Jesus isn't here. Let me just give you a heads up. 'Cause I'll tell you straight up, I've read the Bible. I know what it says. I know exactly what it says, and you ain't doing a lot of it. Sons of bitches out there sitting on all that money, driving all those cars, nice houses and stuff. You're supposed to be serving the community with that money.
God wants me to have a new private jet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 6 of them. Kenneth Copeland, right? That's what you're talking about?
Well, I can't proselytize if I can't get there in time.
Right,
this is the Lord's way.
I can do his word more quickly.
All that information's protected. All that information's protected, by the way.
Of course.
You talk about the most infuriating relationship our government has, and I am a person of faith, and I think it's a complete joke. I think it's criminal, actually, some of it. It's absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. No dude in the world should be able to bilk his
community,
his congregation for tens of millions of dollars to buy jets. And I know that before you get at me, I realize a lot of these pastors make money by writing books and doing things like that. I completely understand that. But in that same sense, that job is supposed to be different in my eyes. Ross, where do I stand on my money with you?
Oh, okay. That was a quick turn.
It is, because I wanted to pay that off and move on.
All right. So
I can't get started on that. I won't stop.
You bought 10 shares of one company. That's $13.30.
Okay, yeah. So we spent $130 there. Where's that?
7.
Okay, buddy.
Oh.
So $7.76.
Just tell me, man. Listen.
$7.76.
It's down $5 a share?
That's yeah. And then you bought another company. Okay, well we don't need more.
Yeah.
Sound. You also bought 10 shares of another company that was at $13.
Yeah.
And that's at not $9.41.
All right, good.
Ooh.
So we're down $4 on one and $5.50 on the other.
And then you bought a whole share that was at $174.
Right. This was just about 3 weeks ago. That was our shining star.
And that one is at $265.
Yay!
We're still chilling.
So the whole portfolio is in the black.
Yeah, not that bad.
By like $2.
It'll all come around soon, I'm sure.
I really hope so.
All right, 407-916-1041. Hey, if you vape out there, if you're a vapor, stay tuned. Got some news you may not want to hear.
But we'll do that after we do What'd You Do That's New.
That's right.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. It's okay if you're just here for the contests. We don't mind being used. Should probably talk to the therapist about that. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
We're seeing slow traffic this afternoon heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound steady 2 between U.S. Highway 27 coming in from Polk County up to 429, between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway, and also between I-Drive and Conroy Road. We're looking good on the beach line. No reported issues on the 408 or the Turnpike at this time. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by COVIDclinic.org. COVID cases are on the rise. Getting tested is easy at COVID Clinic. With drive-thrus locations near you, get professional and reliable testing from the safety of your car. Results in 60 minutes plus expedited testing for travelers. Go to COVIDclinic.org to book an appointment.
Sip and save at Circle K with our new drink subscription. Enjoy one coffee or fountain drink every day for only $5.99 a month. Sign up in-store or at CircleK.com. Circle K. Take it easy.
You've taken allergy meds for years. Are they helping? Congestion, drainage, still there, and that sniffle just doesn't stop. The Cleveland Clinic says common allergy pills are associated with depression, weight gain, even dementia. Do you really want to be taking those for years on end? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps thousands with treatment that actually works, not drugs that never solve the problem. Say goodbye to allergies for good at Aspire. Call 844-MY-RELIEF. That's 844-MY-RELIEF.
IDC's kicking off the Christmas season with a spectacular and unprecedented crazy offer. Now through December 12th, you get IDC's already unbeatable price plus an extra 10% savings. And to make it even more affordable, you get 5 years, 0 interest financing. It's our most aggressive holiday offer ever. 10% instant savings and 60 months financing with 0 down and 0 interest. How about a $4,000 pair of diamond stud earrings? Take 10% off the top, then pay just $60 a month. A $6,000 designer bracelet with matching earrings minus 10% instant savings, then pay just $90 a month. Everything's included. Eternity band, fashion rings, colored gemstone jewelry, all new designer jewelry from LA and New York, stackable rings, Cuban link necklaces. Find the perfect gift with a perfect pay plan. 5 years, 0 interest financing. You can even finance the sales tax. And as an added surprise for the first 12 days of December, go to shopidc.com for some secret buys and special offers on some great holiday gifts. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. Credit details at shopidc.com.
Find out just how much you can save on your monthly mortgage payments at rpfunding.com. I'm Robert Palmer, and I want to help you save thousands by refinancing your home loan and letting me pay your closing costs. Rates this low can't last forever, so lock in today. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms could mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Looking for healthcare coverage? Here's some great news. United Healthcare individual and family plans are now available on the healthcare marketplace. 80% of enrollees can find a plan for $10 or less a month after tax credits. Visit buyuhc.com to shop and learn more. CMS Newsroom, March 12, 2021. Policies have exclusions, limitations, and terms under which the policy may be continued, enforced, or discontinued. For costs and complete coverage details, contact your insurance agent or United Healthcare.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/2021. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
When you're born and brought up in this community, the achievements of one are the achievements of all. Solis Health Plans is now a 4-star rated Medicare Advantage plan, securing a bright future for this health plan from its inception. Thank you for the trust and for the support of choosing a local plan, made and managed by your neighbors. Thanks to you, Solis Health Plans is the only local first-year rated plan to earn 4 stars. Know that with Solis, we keep going. At Solis, we strive for more. Call now, 1-833-33-SOLIS, 1-833-33-SOLIS, and join a health plan that is deeply grateful. Solis Health Plans, your local new 4-star plan. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Office is Altamont Springs.
Looking for a holiday that's merry, not melted? That's cool, because Kroger has refrigerated delivery trucks. We'll keep your hams honeyed and your cranberries colorful. And our fresh guarantee will save you the wilt and the worry, or we'll make it right. That's more than just delivery, it's Kroger over delivery. Order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your first 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio.
Feels like a shot, Jack. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Let's do What'd You Do That's New.
What'd you do that's new? What'd you do that's new? Hey! If we only knew something new to do, we're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Clausman Law.
That's right, Clausman Law, KLAUSMAN Law.com. Offices Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Clausman. Of course, he'll be here Thursday with us as Santa Clausman, handing out fistfuls of Publix gift cards for trivia. He'll do that 2 weeks in a row. We love Glenn. Thanks, Glenn. We appreciate your sponsorship. What'd you do that's new? We do this every single Tuesday at 4 o'clock. We've been doing it for 2 years. Every week. 3 years. Every week we choose a member of the show. It's their turn to give us something to read, watch, or listen to. We come back that next week, discuss it, and then move forward. This week it's Jack's choice. And, of course, Ross will give us something to watch or read or listen to as soon as we get done reviewing Jack's. Jack, do you want to tell everybody what we had to do today?
Sure. It was a podcast that you could listen to for free on the iHeartRadio app. It was an episode from WTF with Mark Maron. He's been doing podcasting for about 9 years now.
One of the OGs.
He is one of the original gangsters. Episode 1248, Canceled Comedy is the name of the episode. Typically, he does, it's a celebrity interview.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, he does, if there's something that's kind of been buzzing around his mind, he likes to kind of focus on that. And it had to do with cancel culture and the modern day state of comedy. So he had on Clip Nesterhoff, who's more of a comedic historian, so they could kind of look back to kind of pick up a pattern of, sometimes we think we're going through things for the first time,
Right.
and it's not always the case.
Not even close, actually. I found this to be quite fascinating, to be honest with you, because although I'm not a historian of comedy, as a young man, I was fascinated with it. One of my first records, I think my first album ever was a comedy album, Robin Williams' Reality, What a Concept.
I had that.
Not to mention, we had a lot of the Richard Pryor stuff, even Jerry Clower stuff, George Carlin stuff, Dennis Miller as I moved into high school and stuff. So Stephen Wright, listened to all that stuff, and really wasn't a student, but I did pay attention to where it came from and why it turned out to be what it was. And it was really unique to hear that what we're experiencing right now with the Dave Chappelles and other people who have been canceled because of things they've said on stage is really... It's well over 100 years old.
It's nothing new.
It's nothing new at all.
Nothing new.
Just the perspective and the subjects are different, but the idea of saying something so taboo on stage, it would seem illegal, has been around for a century.
And for me, that's what was the best part of this podcast was the history lesson I received. One was completely heartbreaking, which was I had no idea that after World War II, that lynchings in the South went up. 46, 47, 48.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard that before. So that was, but then the aspect of comedy was when the historian said, the comics today who are crying, cancel culture, I can't say anything. He said that is absolute BS. And it's because of all the comics who went before you who did go to jail.
Right, yeah.
You know, we forget that George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Lenny Bruce, up until the mid-70s were being arrested for their acts. And I couldn't help but think of Ross and think about, God, that would be terrible to, you know, do your craft and then get off the stage and be arrested for it. They were the pioneers of free speech.
Especially with all the anti-Asian stuff that Ross does.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I don't want to spread that rumor. If you are Asian, you're going to like my show.
And the Smothers Brothers. I always thought that I thought of the Smothers Brothers as kind of like two little old men.
Yeah,
I never
one with
saw
a yo-yo,
it.
right?
I never saw it. It was, you know,
It was
before
great.
my time. But to find
It
out
was
that
cutting edge.
They took some chances.
holy crap, the Who made their American debut on the Smothers Brothers. George Harrison, the Beatles, you know, the Get Back or Hey Jude debuted on the Smothers Brothers. They had Pete Seeger singing, you know, anti-war songs. It was I had no idea they deserved that much respect.
And I believe that's where Keith Moon actually hurt his hearing right. Was it when he set off an explosion on the set of that show, I believe?
Really?
That blew up his drum set as a prank or something because he was a big prankster. I think it was that show. I can't remember. Either way, the stuff that I also found, the Marx Brothers.
Right.
We knew them when they came back in the late 70s, 80s or whatever. They kind of reintroduced. Well, they had been like basically blacklisted for so long because of their act. I found it really kind of amazing. The part that I loved the most was finding out that Will Rogers was
I know.
Like, man, when you hear about Will Rogers growing up as a kid, like, you know, I never met a man I didn't like. He was like this almost kind of an American statesman without being a political figure. Yeah. He was almost, I think it's fair to say, almost for a while, he was kind of like the voice of America.
Yeah.
I mean, he had that real kind of, he had that broad spectrum of appeal that nobody really had.
He was John Wayne before John Wayne.
And this guy was dropping the N-bomb on national radio shows.
In 1934.
And when they confronted him about it and told him to fix it, he went on there and did even worse. I mean, this guy was a complete badass and wound up dying in a plane crash, but Will Rogers, in a million years, I would have never known.
Same here.
Was a big-time controversial figure back in the day. Raw shirt, actual stand-up.
Yeah, no, this was enlightening. I feel proud that I am not a comedian that's trying to provoke.
No.
My number one objective, how I deemed it from kind of day one, was make them laugh. And then about year 3, year 4, I started to realize, you know, it's not enough to just make them laugh. It's also what they're laughing at. Because I know if I say certain words that are, so-called canceled now, you can get a laugh. You can.
Right, yeah.
You can. As Mark Maron talked about, it was that back in the day when he was using, let's just say, language that isn't shared.
He was using the word retard. We can say that he was, in the context, we can say he was using that word.
So he's talking about how that would give him a buzz, you know, you're
Right.
poking. And I've been there. In fact, if you were at the Daytona show this last Friday, I said something that crossed the line for me. And it did great. It killed. But I was upset
You don't feel good about it.
I did not feel good about it because I took a jab at someone in the front row who's unbelievably supportive. And as everyone laughed, I heard the smallest and subtlest her looking at me going, asshole.
Oh, wow, really?
And I know for a fact that that joke was funny.
Yeah.
It was also mean-spirited.
Yeah.
And I think that was really awesome of him to open up about his learning curve,
Right.
about educating himself and essentially getting a letter from a mentally challenged
Parent.
a parent of a mentally challenged person, and explaining what that is. It's not enough to get a laugh. You also have to think about the words that are falling out of your face. It's one thing to do well and you get 95% of the room, but if 5% of the room is crying, you should also respect that 5%.
It is a unique take, though, because I will tell you personally, for me, when I watch comics who try to be provocative, who try to do that, to me, it's transparent and fake. Like, I'm like, oh, you're just trying to get a rise. You're just saying stuff that you know is going to be shocking, but it doesn't really have any entertainment value.
Well,
I think the magic there is taking a subject that is taboo and can be shocking and then make it real entertaining. Your boy Shane Gillis did it quite well.
Yeah.
And the historian made a good point, which is, You know, when you have that ability, that innate ability to make people laugh, that should be enough. That is in and of itself such a gift. A provocateur, there's really no talent there. Anybody can do it.
Right, yeah.
Not everybody can make another person laugh.
And there are people, I mean, George Carlin was a great provocateur who also was a very good comedy mind as well. There have been a number of them, and the ones that you know stand out for a reason. Jack, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it. It's funny, I skipped it. When I look at a podcast, I know who the host is, and so I always pick it by the guest, right? And so sometimes the big names are a draw, and sometimes I have to kind of, get around to watching names I don't recognize. So this, as I mentioned, wasn't a celebrity interview. I didn't know the historian's name, so I waited. But in his subsequent podcast, he referred to all the people who contacted him about this podcast. So that piqued my interest. I went back to listen, and I just found it interesting enough that I thought it would be, especially, given what we talk about and also Ross's profession, I just thought it could hit on different levels.
Oh, yeah. It was such a history lesson.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it was unique in the sense that, and I love Marin. I think he does a very good job. Sometimes I think specifically when he talks to other comedians, it gets very inside.
Yeah.
And if you don't speak that inside, I'm a comic language of comedians, and you're not like a lay person on the outside, just kind of understanding the jokes, it gets a little odd and deep, and maybe you can't really relate to it. I didn't find much of that at all this time. He stayed away from that because the actual subject matter was adhered to quite well, and it was good. I enjoyed every second of it.
Once again, we're just something that we've so taken for granted, that's so just a part of the fabric of our lives, whether we're a stand-up comedian or just, connoisseurs of, or, consumers of comedy. Going back and hearing the history lesson and all of this was fascinating.
Yeah, very good choice, buddy. You can, by the way, if you want to know what that is, just go to the master list, JimColbertLive.com. What'd you do that's new master list? It's right there at the bottom. Mark Maron, WTF, stands for What the Blank. And it's a great podcast altogether. This one's called Canceling Comedians.
I love the way he starts them off.
And it's about an hour and I don't know, hour and 20 minutes or something.
He can do that.
Very good. Ross, what do you got for us, buddy?
I am so excited to finally suggest this for who other than you, Jim.
Okay.
Oh,
I've been telling you this, that you are basically
it's Soul.
It is not Soul.
Oh, damn it. Good one, Deb.
It is not.
Your turn next.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
You are Palatkin Larry David. You have a charming curmudgeon aspect to you. So, which is why I am going to choose Curb Your Enthusiasm. Now, there are hundreds of episodes, and I'm actually working my way back.
Okay.
And there's one episode that jumped out to me, and I was laughing quite hard with my soon-to-be mother-in-law.
Okay.
And I always respect a comedy that can span different generations.
Sure, yeah.
This is Season 8, Episode 10, Larry versus Michael J. Fox. It's got to be one of Michael J. Fox's last television things. I mean, he doesn't do a lot, but he is playing himself, Michael J. Fox, in this episode, and he is Larry's neighbor.
Okay.
And it is just a comedy slam dunk to me.
So I should replace Larry David in this episode with myself.
Oh, yeah.
Palatka Larry David.
I could see you acting almost verbatim in the sense of this episode.
All right, platform do we need to watch
that
this?
That is going to be on HBO.
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 Do I need to share my account with you?
Yay! We got to talk.
Just password away. That's all we are. All right, back with Tracing Trauma and NaomiBradshaw.com. We'll do that next.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Closman, KLESNANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Closman, ClosmanLaw.com.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
We're seeing slow traffic this afternoon heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound steady 2 between U.S. Highway 27 coming in from Polk County up to 429, between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway, and also between I-Drive and Conroy Road. We're looking good on the Beach Line. No reported issues on the 408 or the Turnpike at this time. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Nomi Health. Nomi Health is now providing same-day COVID-19 testing in Orlando. Quick and convenient drive-through testing is available with no out-of-pocket cost. To register and find the site near you, visit nomihealth.com/FL. That's nomihealth.com/FL. Get tested today with Nomi Health.
Man, here in Central Florida, you got to have an AC that works every time. Here it is in December and 80-plus degrees and only getting warmer as we move toward the weekend. That's why your AC has to go, because it can be 65 and then 85 in Florida. That's why you need Mills Air, in business since 1992, 29 years of experience here in keeping you nice and cool. Their techs know all the brands. Doesn't matter what you have out there. One thing's for sure, Mills Air can take care of it for you, and even better if you happen to need a new unit. How about these guys being Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit? You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and certainly turn to the family over there at Mills Air. Leon Mills did it right, hired the right people, and they know how to take care of you. Family owned and operated, ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159, easily found online at millsair.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
2021 was another explosive year for podcasts.
Podcasting has evolved at a rapid pace.
Now it's time to honor the shows and hosts who kept us going all year long. Make plans to celebrate with us January 13th, 2022 at our iHeartRadio Podcast Awards.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Listen to the best of what you love with Audible Originals, audiobooks, podcasts, and more. True crime, sci-fi, memoirs, and wellness. Audible's got something for every mood. Try it for free when you sign up at audible.com.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates. But don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Save money by doing it yourself with Fence Outlet's low-maintenance vinyl fence in a box. It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet. From hardware to concrete, you get everything you need. Go to fenceoutlet.com.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture, electronics, and appliances. But at Cons Home Plus this holiday season, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life, and you've got to see it to believe it. Top brands, we have them. Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Huge product selection and hot holiday deals? Of course. Plus, get next-day delivery options and personalized financing. Discover life's added value at Cons Home Plus, your Big Bow Gift headquarters. Shop now and save big on everything on your list. Only at Cons Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
Receive an Essentials product kit absolutely free, courtesy of Solis Health Plans. If you're 65 years of age or older, call 1-833-33-SOLIS and reserve your free bag of Essentials product, such as soap, paper towels, or toilet paper. A little help for these difficult times. Call now and we can deliver the free Essentials product bag to your home. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
The IRS and state agencies don't wait till after the holidays to demand payment or take collection action. J. David Tax Law and our firm of experienced tax attorneys live and work in this community, and we are standing by to defend you or your business in any IRS or state tax debt. Helping people in our community is what we do. For that reason, we invite you to join us in our support of worthy local charities. In this season of giving, please consider donating to Coalition for the Homeless of Central Florida, Cars for Our Troops, Dreams Come True, and the Ronald McDonald House. These organizations do a wonderful job for those in need. At J. David Tax Law, we believe strongly in being a responsible corporate citizen by providing funding to charities that support our community. We invite you to do the same, and we wish you and your families a happy and safe holiday season. If you have tax problems, call us now at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 for a no-cost consultation, or find us on the web at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Ho, ho, ho! It's
Santa. The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Merry Christmas.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
This is The Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to The Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in Central Florida. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is as well.
Hey.
And so is Ross.
Yeah.
You'll have Ross thoughts a little bit later today. Stay tuned for that. Of course, coming up a little bit later in the program is your calls and texts for sure. Welcome back. I am Jim, and every single first Tuesday of every month, we've been doing this for what, about a year now?
Yeah, I'd say about a year.
About a year now. We invite our good friend NaomiBradshaw.com to come in with a little thing called Tracing Trauma.
Yeah.
Naomi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I haven't seen you since October, I just realized.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Yeah. It's been a little while. We missed
They had the COVID.
Had the COVID. How was that for you, by the way? Fun? Nice trip?
Well, you just have to be in the bed for a while and not try to do anything. So
And
that's the real challenge for
And of
me.
course, that sucks,
Yep.
Just laying around doing nothing is no fun at all. Oh,
Yeah, and I got my booster last night, and so today I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but it's okay. I got my teddy bear.
Oh,
so.
very good. Teddy bears are always good. Tracing Trauma, obviously, Naomi set this up on Facebook, tracingtrauma.com as well. She is not a licensed therapist or a psychologist or psychiatrist for that matter, but she has gone through some trauma in her life, and she uses this to express herself and possibly open up a couple doors for people who have also dealt with things like that. So what are we talking about this week?
Well, I've been looking all around when I'm driving through our area, and I can't help but notice that we have a different cast of characters, not just our normal homeless people, who I recognize, and they're kind of like part of your community. But now it seems like the need is really becoming more acute. I'm seeing people that are not just, well-fed people, but I'm seeing people that look distressed, like they hardly have any clothes on and things of that nature. So as I was looking out my window the other day, looking at this one guy, I witnessed an act of charity that I'll be talking about in my blog at NaomiBradshaw.com. And it touched my heart so deeply that I had to talk about this subject today, especially since the holidays are coming up.
Well, and so when you saw somebody doing the charitable, like a charitable kind of action, what was it, and how did it move you to do something?
Yeah, can you tell us?
Well, I'm going to have to describe it because it was just very unusual. That's why you're going to have to read the blog.
Oh, you're very good.
But it really
no
got me
Bradshaw blood in you.
Well, he trains me, But what it got me to thinking about is, I've been struggling for my whole life with my mental health. And many of these individuals that are out there panhandling are also struggling with their mental health. They're struggling with addiction. Many of these people are veterans.
Yep.
And I mean, but then again, all of us are struggling. We've just been through a pandemic, and it feels like each of us has gone through a traumatic event collectively. So I know sometimes it gets to be overwhelming, and people are like, how can I help anyone else when I'm struggling each day to keep a cheerful attitude, And I'm here to tell you that when you take a chance and you lock eyes with your fellow man and you open up your heart, it makes you feel good. And I'm here to tell you that your acquaintances, your family, people that you don't know, all of those people can benefit from just one simple thing that you can do. And that's just simply sit with them and let them feel whatever emotions they want to feel. And you don't have to try to solve their problem, but just to acknowledge their humanity and to have that humanity between the two humans. That's what we're missing with so much of our society right now. And, I just feel like you don't have to go buy, presents. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to donate a lot, but simply a shift in attitude where you want to purposely connect with people and set that intention, because you'll be so surprised. The connection isn't going to take away from you. The connection is going to add to your joy and your happiness and the quality of your life.
25%, it's estimated 25% of people who are homeless in the USA are severely mentally ill.
Yeah.
And a higher percentage deal with other lesser mental illnesses that could also cause the same issues to be homeless. Incapability of holding a job. Family members have basically disowned them. They are now on the street with no way. All they know how to do is survive day to day. That's it. They can't make a plan. They're incapable of doing that. Can't hold a job. Of course, without a job, you can't have a home. There's no credit involved. There's no any of that. So completely aware of this. When I did that stint with the Central Florida Homelessness Group, I was it was eye-opening, to say the very least. And to be quite honest with you, the percentage of those people that are veterans is un-American.
It's unacceptable.
It's un-American.
Unacceptable.
That many people who are veterans of this country have to live on the street as mentally ill homeless people, which happens. That's another giant percentage of.
Because
no dignity.
Exactly, no dignity. They put on the uniform and protect us, and then they get home and
simply amazing, really.
You're on your own.
And it doesn't take much. It really doesn't. Let's just say this: it just doesn't take much to go from being a perfectly everyday person in your life to experiencing mental illness, and next thing you know, without family members or friends, you'd be on the street as well with no. And the best part is, best part not being best, but the most frustrating part is if you ask them how they got there, they could not tell you because there's no idea of what's happening. I mean, it's mind-boggling, to be honest with you. Yeah, it is. So it's interesting because, I think in America, we're classically conditioned to believe that as charity, something has to be given, something physical, something actually like, money or food or water or something like that has to be given for it to be charitable. I think maybe one of the most big takeaways that I'll take today is the fact that you said it correctly. Just sitting down and talking to somebody for half an hour, letting them just kind of tell you how they're feeling has a lot of value. And as just for the record, as men in this world in relationships, we've been told that by our women for many, many years. I don't need you to solve my problem. Just listen to me for a little bit. Just open up your effing ears and hear what I'm saying for a minute.
Preach, girl.
And don't respond.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to suppress the right answer?
Because there's always a right answer, right, honey?
So perfectly said.
No.
So perfectly said.
The segment's turning.
Yeah. But
and there's a right way to do things.
Yeah. It is the most unique thing, though. It really is. So, I mean, did you experience this yourself, or so I have some friends that every Sunday morning, I believe, for many, many months or whatever, they'll go down to the shelter and offer to hand out blankets or coats or whatever. They'll race, they'll food, the whole 9 yards, and they're really not giving much money, but they are giving time, which also has tons of value.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I can't think of anything more heartbreaking than people not acknowledging your existence. And believe me, that's what happened to me when I got put in a foster home, persona non grata, invisible. So that particular fact just burns my shorts,
so,
that we're just walking around, and that these people are there and we're pretending like they're not. It's just the craziest thing I can even think of.
So let's go back to that because your foster home experience to me is book worthy. But when you say that, so obviously the people who are brought you into the foster home, and what we hear a lot in America is they just simply do it for the money. They will harbor these children and take the money from the state.
It was Naomi who taught me that. I honestly had no idea. I'd like to think they had kindness in their heart.
But the fact is sometimes they don't. We hear the horror stories of families having 4, 5, 6 of these children in their home solely for the cash. They don't treat them with any dignity, or they don't even act like a parent. And children at that age need that. How old were you when you went into foster?
I just turned 13 years old, and I spent about 1 year in that initial foster home in Palm Bay, which was only one town over from where my family lived.
But what a pivotal age.
Yeah. So not only you get it twice, you get a family that allows you to be put in a foster home, and then the home you go into also doesn't show you any human dignity or love or compassion or anything like that. So basically you just walk around as an adult at 13 years old with...
Well, for me, the first foster home was a little bit different because I had been raised with just boys, and I was like one of the boys. I'm very tomboyish. And so when I went in the foster home, all of a sudden I was there with a couple of females, and the alarm went off in the morning, and there was hairspray and makeup. And so it kind of distracted me a little bit as far as not taking in exactly what was happening. You know, I was a little bit distracted by going to the store to spend that big $75 clothing allowance, which was more than had been spent on me in, the previous years. So for me, it was I actually was living a better quality of life when I went into the foster home.
Oh, good.
Because I was receiving enough food, and I was sleeping in, safe places.
Wow. Amazing. Well, so it's just so funny. We just got a text in that says there's a good YouTube channel called Invisible People that opens your eyes to the struggles of people who are dealing with homelessness. And it is interesting. You say invisible, and I mean, I say this almost embarrassingly, how many times that I have walked by people who are homeless. We were just in Austin, Texas, which has its own homelessness issue, and Jack and I have both been in LA. They also have a massive homeless issue, and you become conditioned to just kind of ignore it because paying attention to it makes you feel things that you feel obligated to do something, and you don't feel that you can. So the best way to do that is put the blinders on and keep on walking.
Because I think a lot of times the problem is so overwhelming on how to quote unquote fix it that it's easier to just kind of throw your hands up and just think that the problem is bigger than you, when in reality, if we broke it apart, Naomi, as someone who's been through the foster care system, when you speak of that kindness to connect on that human level, what can people do for kids that are in the foster care system? Of course, it's difficult because they're minors, so you can't necessarily have the contact with them that you would maybe with some other services. But what do foster kids need that we're maybe not paying enough attention to?
Well, one place that comes to mind is Pace Center for Girls. They're doing some excellent work over there, working with young women that have come from terrible circumstances and making sure they get their education and a good start in life. And that's the thing. The younger kids, I think, they get taken care of a little bit more, but the ones who really need assistance are those that are aging out.
Right.
When I turned 18, think of this. When I went into foster care, when I went out of foster care, my belongings were kept in a garbage bag. That's how I was bringing my stuff around. And I would joke that I graduated to paper bags.
Like an old hobo? Like an old carpetbagger that just hopped off the train from the Northeast? Yes. Is that what you were doing?
That was common practice, that foster children would be bringing their things in a garbage bag.
So donating suitcases maybe to foster
you know
Pace?
What? Still that suitcase, there's a lot of different ways I've helped over the years. If you look it up, there's a lot of organizations where you can give money. There's Pace Center for Girls. I know they have events and those types of things. And, there's the trees where they have what you can buy for people. I've also, remember when they had letters to Santa Claus from New York City? For years I did that. I would get like 12 kids and one kid would be like, I want this expensive,
PS5.
Yeah, that'd be wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
We know
and
that
then
kid.
One other kid. Yeah. And then another kid would be like, oh, I just want a nightgown and some underwear,
Yep.
you know, and you're just
Aw.
like, oh, that's what you want for Christmas, you know? So, I mean, just opening your eyes and trying to see instead of not see, you know, this time of year, I know I'm not trying to bring anybody down, but I feel so good when I connect with other human beings. And I think that's what makes human beings special is our ability to connect emotionally.
When my mom was going through her issues with her mental illness, I implored her. She was living in a place by herself, and I implored her to get out and get around people because I thought that would help stimulate and keep her mind off of things that were causing the issues. But, you know, again, we talk about the insidious nature of what she was dealing with, you know, making everyone an enemy. And if you saw and met my mother, you'd never would have known in a million years she was dealing with something like that until you had a long conversation with her. Then you could understand, you know. But those people with that particular disorder can seem perfectly fine, and that's the other kind of odd nature of that homelessness. You get a large portion of the country is like, oh, get a job, not ever encountering someone with real mental illness or understanding the nature of what it's like to tell somebody with that or even something like mild Asperger's or something, hey, go get a job when they're just completely incapable. It's not like they don't want to be productive. They just don't know how.
Because the world isn't set up for them.
Well, yeah, if you've never experienced it, it's the whole hot stove thing. Stove on, hand on hot stove, ow, hurts. Not going to do that anymore.
Right.
And, you know, if you don't have an encounter with somebody who's close to you who has dealt with mental illness, there's no way possible for you to be prepared for it because all you've seen is TV movies or heard stories. You've never looked at someone that you've known for your entire life, and when they talk, you do not recognize them. And that can happen in a 1 year period. You know, until you've experienced that, it's kind of hard to kind of jump in on that conversation. You kind of have to take the people's word for it who've actually dealt with it. It's hard. I mean, it's not easy. You know, these are people you care for and love and adore, you know?
Well, talking about it is really helpful because that takes away the stigma and the shame. You know, I understand that there is a risk with, you know, some people are violent. You know, there's, you know, I think of that being a woman by myself. Sometimes I'm not going to go right up to somebody and, you know, well, I have done many things I probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, you know,
haven't we all?
I'm a little extreme, but just at least making eye contact and saying, hello, I see you.
Yeah.
You exist. You matter.
And people get so free. Well, I say people. I do as well. I'm not trying to cast aspersions here. If I make eye contact with a homeless person, I automatically think what everybody else thinks. What's everybody think?
They're asking for money.
That's right. When you make eye contact with them, it's your invitation so that they can ask you for something. And that's, you know, and again, that's another issue that people deal with. They just don't want to have to deal with telling somebody they don't have any money or going into their wallet for a couple bucks or anything like that. They just don't want to deal with it.
I give them a bottle of water.
Yeah, they're going to throw that at you.
Scott Maxwell.
No, they're not.
has
They're very grateful.
What was that?
Yeah. Scott Maxwell carries around comfort kits that
His
has
wife
a bottle
does.
of water. Yeah, his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bottle of water and what? Socks, honey?
Yeah.
Socks,
What
handy
else?
wipes.
They're
and,
not-
yeah.
But real quick, they're not better than us.
No.
They're
You
not-
know something?
they're
After
not-
this many years, I think a little bit.
I'm going to go out.
They're not
Yeah,
better than
they
us.
are.
They're
Little
not better
bit.
than us. The
Yeah.
Maxwells are not better people than we are.
Naomi,
Yeah.
a little bit.
I will
And don't wee this thing unless you got a frog in your
Listen,
pocket.
the Maxwells are the Maxwells.
You're the only
they're-
one
They're fine
not
people.
making eye
Not only-
contact.
They're terrible at darts.
Well,
Yeah.
Terrible at darts, and more importantly, they're not better people than us. Take that, Scott.
Equal.
Don't
That's
say
right.
us.
I do stuff that he doesn't do.
Calling Jim and Scott equal is a compliment for Jim.
It'll be
It's
equal
a
as
compliment for Scott as well, friend. You son of a
As
bitch! How
soon
dare
as
you?
you hand out a couple hundred comfort kits, you'll be right there.
There
with
you
me.
go.
Yeah.
How much of those? What are those things
You
run?
don't
A
have
lot
to.
more than the couple
You
bucks
have
you
to
could
put
have
it
given them.
together.
Hey, Naomi, as always, thank you very much. How can people find you and read the blog you're about to write?
NaomiBradshaw.com is the website, or if you can't figure out how to spell that, which is Naome, by the way, phonetically, tracingtrauma.com. You know, and that's about some serious subject matter. So
Yeah.
you may need some tissues and time to yourself.
Also, okay, you got to be careful there.
Yeah. Do you know who you're saying that to?
You're about to get a lot of visits for the wrong reason.
God, oh, you guys are yucky.
It does include pictures.
It doesn't to you guys. I didn't insinuate that.
Listen. Don't listen, Teddy.
Yeah.
No, you saw it.
Teddy. Teddy's not the listening part that's going to harm you. You need to turn away.
Yeah, exactly.
Listening to it isn't going to be that traumatic, but I guarantee you seeing it is going to be scarring.
Ew.
All right, tracingtrauma.com. You can also find it on Facebook. Thanks, Naomi. As always, love seeing you, man.
Bye,
Love you
Naomi.
guys.
Go get some rest.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Good Tuesday, everyone. This is Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Fox 35 Storm Center, Central Florida weather for you on this Tuesday. Looking like another warm one after that morning fog begins to move on out. Looks like we'll mix the skies. A little sun cloud blend again today. A warm high approaching 80. A little cooler on the beaches. West winds becoming northwest at 5 to 10. For tonight, 61. Fog develops through the overnight. We'll keep it dry. Mostly cloudy, cool with light winds. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into the 80s we go. Solid low mid 80s for highs. A bit of a rain chance tomorrow. A couple isolated showers after about 1 p.m. Otherwise, it is dry as we head to the weekend and on the warm side. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by ViStar Credit Union. Good news! ViStar Credit Union is here in Winter Garden. ViStar offers members a better way to bank and helps build stronger communities. ViStar Credit Union. Do good, bank better. Visit vistarcu.org/wintergarden.
Look, man, if you wear contact lenses or glasses, you certainly understand the difficulties of some of life's daily activities. And if you're tired of your glasses fogging up, maybe your contact lenses irritating your eyes, laser vision correction could be the solution for you. And even better, you could use your Flex and Health Savings Account funds to pay for that vision correction procedure. Get clear vision and regain freedom in your daily life with the help of the Filatowski Eye Institute. That's exactly what my son and my father-in-law did, and these guys absolutely changed their lives. I mean, literally, overnight, their lives are different. My father-in-law hasn't stopped smiling for months. These guys are the leaders in vision correction, and like my father-in-law and my son, they can do you right as well. Schedule your consultation today. Text 1041 to 868686, and then, again, just simply text 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
When life-changing events happen, it helps to have an attorney on your side. At those moments, Kramer Law is here to help take the burden off your shoulders. If you've been injured in an auto, truck, or motorcycle accident, Kramer Law is here to take care of you every step of the way. We charge you nothing unless we recover money for you. No matter what the legal issue, we're here to go to bat for you. Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Hey, Orlando remodeling pros. Start estimating faster and win more jobs with Houzz Pro software. That's Houzz Pro. With Houzz Pro, you can create and send professional estimates in just minutes from the office or the field. Local labor and material costs are included to help you stay competitive. Plus, invoicing and online payments are built right in. So go to Houzz Pro, that's Houzz Pro, online or in the App Store, and sign up for free today.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, pancrelipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces enzymes you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not chew capsules or contents as this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor if you have unusual or severe stomach pain, bloating, trouble passing stool, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9110.
At T-Mobile, we're bringing it all together for the holidays with great deals for everyone. Like right now, you can get the perfect pairing, the new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. You can capture your favorite moments with the most advanced iPhone camera ever.
Wow, the whole family looks great. Perfect for our holiday cards.
And you can get a pair of AirPods to gift.
Now I can listen to my favorite songs on repeat without driving my family nuts.
And the perfect pairing is just the start. You can also get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus.
Gather around, people. The morning show isn't going to watch itself.
Hurry into T-Mobile this holiday season because both new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers can get the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods on us with eligible trade-in on our Max plan. And you'll even get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus because together we holiday. Only at T-Mobile.
Phone via 30-monthly bill credits and AirPods Gen 2 after rebate via prepaid card. For well-qualified buyers plus tax. 1 per account. Balance on required finance agreements due. If you cancel service, call before canceling to continue remaining credits on phone. Apple TV Plus renews at $4.99 per month after first year unless you cancel. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Fence Outlet's Fence in a Box saves you money on a gorgeous aluminum fence for as low as $2,571. Get all the materials to complete an average backyard of 120 feet with a gate included. They make it so easy. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Sip and save at Circle K with our new drink subscription. Enjoy 1 coffee or fountain drink every day for only $5.99 a month. Sign up in-store or at CircleK.com. Circle K. Take it easy.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Twitter. It's not just for dragging people. It's mostly real radio, just for dragging people. 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show right here on Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting from beautiful Maitland, Florida.
Oh, it's just simply gorgeous up here.
On the shores of I-4. Just bringing you the ridiculousness as much as we can every day. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well.
80s this week, though, man.
Yeah,
not bad for December.
86 on Saturday, man.
I know.
Great. And then the next day is going to be like 70 degrees. Another cold front's coming through. So it is frigid up north. I was checking out my friends in Maine. The high today is like 21. Tori's got to go to Detroit tomorrow.
Oh, no.
And the high on Thursday is like 32.
Oh, that's okay.
But she hates the cold more than anything. Like she most women, I believe, loathe the cold, don't they?
I don't know how I grew up in Green Bay, and I know one thing, I couldn't go back at this age.
I know Code Black's wife moved down here from Colorado. They couldn't take it anymore, and I think it just gets more and more difficult. I don't know many women that like it when it's really cold.
I don't know many people that like it when it's really cold.
So in the morning, I'm standing out there with Jeter, his morning constitution. I'm on my neighbor's lawn.
Right.
And
good for you.
Just
the only proper way to do it.
The Florida winter, when you knock down that humidity, it's just so perfect. And it's just like, I'm like, oh, now I get the snowbird thing.
Right.
It's like, you come down here for the winter, and when, that heat starts hitting in late April, just go back.
That's right.
Find a different place of summer. I think that might have to be the retirement plan.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing to do. I've actually considered that as well. I was like, well, where would I buy?
That's what I want. I'm curious.
Like, where would I go? But it's always, for me, it's the Carolinas because it's easy to drive back and forth, but yet you change geography quite a bit. You get actual winters. You can live up the mountains and even make it colder if you want.
Georgia.
It's very affordable. North Georgia.
Beautiful. North Carolina, South Carolina.
I like the North Carolina idea, but I have a feeling it might end up being New Hampshire.
Woof, that's way up there.
Now that's way up there, and that's way cold.
That's one of the most beautiful states in America.
Yeah.
That's where Dartmouth is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking to be close to that Canadian border in case you need to make a little run.
I go, what are you talking about? Maple syrup? No, Jordan, I'm good.
It's smart, man. That's smart. I'm going to the northern woods of Wisconsin.
New Hampshire's beautiful. Like everywhere you look at New Hampshire in the fall, it's a postcard. Everywhere.
Yeah. Chris's sister
lives there. You look at a CVS and it's a postcard. It's beautiful up there.
Naomi she has relatives there, but and it's taken a couple trips. But I think we'll be making a trip.
See,
that's
gorgeous.
And the thing is, you could buy a small place here. I mean, it's just a place to stay. Just a place to be, and then the same thing there. It's just liquefying or liquidating everything you have and then taking those assets and buying something, or you should have bought it a long time ago. I kind of envy the people. It's weird. The people who own a beach house but live in Orlando.
Right.
I'm like, it's 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes. Go rent a room. Do you have to have the thing the entire time? Unless it's an investment you're time sharing out, or at least you have a property manager that's Airbnb-ing it for you. But even then, that gets kind of weird.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that before up in the woods. Then we moved out to the woods. Now I don't need to do that. I need a beach place now. Hey, man, have you guys, I just noticed this today. I don't know what it is. I need something to happen. Have you guys like that stereotypical Christmas spirit thing? Usually this time of year, you kind of, right after my birthday, it'll hit me a little bit. Man, I'm having a difficult time sliding into the feeling of Christmas. My trees are up. The decorations are there. We're playing the music.
But the spirit isn't in your heart.
Man, there's just nothing there yet. I don't know what it is.
You haven't watched The Year Without a Santa Claus yet?
I haven't watched not one Christmas special yet. Usually by now, at least Rudolph or Charlie Brown.
So Santa Claus is coming to town. It was on last week. I recorded it. Family, we watched it on Saturday night, which is fun, with the daughter with her boyfriend for the first time. He saw it, and Naomi as well. We just enjoyed that.
Good times.
Jimmy, I find it the opposite, because I think this year even everyone was so ready to get started before Thanksgiving. I saw more lights on the houses, down the street go up before Thanksgiving. I had my tree up before Thanksgiving, which was the first time ever. I had my lights, and I'm listening to more Christmas music now with this, this vinyl aspect, finding Christmas albums and playing those. It's funny because we're both describing the same environment, but have different attitude towards it.
It's almost like the person themselves.
Yeah.
Is the one differentiating factor.
I gotta tell you, it took you longer than I thought it would. So predictable.
I'll be the den mother.
Okay.
It's your year, man. You've had a really tough year. You are doing what men are very good at doing, some people, and that's compartmentalizing. That was then and this is now. And the truth of it is there's some lingering effects from that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if that's it or not. I haven't really thought about it like that so much, but it's just I can't, for some reason, this time of year, even when I went shopping Sunday.
But those
and then usually, again, that's what does it. Like when I get out there in the mode to shop and, I don't have any, I just, I can think about what I want to get and it just didn't. I went right to the store, got exactly what I wanted, and drove right back home.
I think I know what you need.
What's that?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Yeah. From now on, I thought you guys were going to join.
Oh, no, you're doing such a beautiful job, and I don't have the words, and I can't carry a tune in a bucket.
I was moved.
Our troubles will be out of sight. Now, how do you feel?
Thanks, Edith.
How do you like that?
Ready for New Year's?
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Yeah, man, I don't know what it is. And I don't know. That
You
didn't
tell
work.
me that didn't work?
That didn't do it. Did not move.
You need a little Christmas tickle?
And the other thing, don't do that. The other thing is, I didn't decorate the outside of the house. So when you drive up to the house, I think there's a couple things on the front porch, like some Christmas pillows that we have on the furniture that's in the front porch. But other than that, there's no lights or no nothing.
Your neighborhood's an interesting dilemma when it comes to decorating. You're like, well,
because everyone's agoraphobic.
Yeah, the neighborhood is not conducive to things like that because you drive into a neighborhood, you don't even know anybody who lives there.
Right.
You can't see any of the houses. There's just roads that go back into 5-acre lots. So there's no decoration. You can't see anybody's house. Sucks. In the other neighborhoods, at least, and I love my place, but at least when you drove around the neighborhood, you could see the lights and the representations from the families and the kids.
You went from extreme opposite.
You really did, man.
On that, I mean, shared walls and zero lot lines, and as many families as you can into a
crammed area,
an area there into the space that you have now.
I love that lake house, man.
But that does give you all those people being around, especially the kids and everything like that, gives you that feeling that Christmas is here, families getting together. And where I am, it doesn't feel like that. And my entire family is going to be together this year for Christmas because the kids that live out west aren't coming down this year. So there's going to be a hole there as well.
I think we're tapping into it. It's that seclusion. You're right. That's what you see. It's when you witness other people experiencing the Christmas time, and especially kids. And think about now how far you are removed from just
everything.
All of those people, where the only people you're coming in contact with on the regular basis are the three of us.
And your family.
Yeah. But even that's reduced because of, as your kids are growing and doing their own things and developing their own families, there's less of that interaction where, and you can't look past the fact that your mom passed this year.
Yeah. And your uncle.
This is your first Christmas. She won't be there.
And I really think that although you've kept that in the time and the place and where it happened this summer, I think subconsciously, whether you are thinking about it or not, its presence is there. And when you add that to the stuff like Jack said, those ancillary things, the lights, the kids giggling, the shopping bags, all of that adds to it. And that's been stripped away from you.
I think maybe I'm just going to go on a giving spree this year.
Oh, you should, Jimmy.
Maybe that'll do it.
You would feel so good about yourself.
Just go yank a whole bunch of cash out of the bank and just start giving it away.
I got that really cool Christmas party this Saturday, and I will make your Yuletide super gay. That's what is the lyrics.
We're late for break. Ross, would you go in there and give him a Christmas hug?
It's a Christmas tickle.
Thank you.
You're going to give him the Christmas tickle. I'll got the hug. Let's go.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Let's do this, people.
I think that's an awful idea.
Let's do this right now.
It's a very bad idea.
I'm coming in, Jimmy.
You should
someone get the video.
You should not move.
Are you bearing arms?
You should not. No, I'm bearing one arm.
Watch as we go into break. I'm going in for the hug, people.
You'll see
like that basketball player?
It's going to be the one across your throat in a second.
Okay, not me, right?
Back in a sec.
Riding the wave of vaccine breakups. What do you mean you're sick of my face? See you at the bar. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
We're seeing slow traffic this afternoon heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound steady 2 between U.S. Highway 27 coming in from Polk County up to 429, between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway, and also between I-Drive and Conroy Road. We're looking good on the Beach Line. No reported issues on the 408 or the Turnpike at this time. See traffic problems? Call the Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Biscuit Sandwich. Just $1. Wendy's knows a better breakfast starts with a better biscuit. That's why you can get a hot and buttery Wendy's breakfast biscuit with bacon or sausage, fresh cracked egg, and cheese for just $1. Get your Wendy's Buck Biscuit Sandwich today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Fall is a great time for a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. Mossy Oak Fence will add appeal and value to your home. More importantly, they'll give you that safety and security for your family, your kids, and your pets. Not to mention, Mossy Oak Fence sets the standard for quality, offering you the best warranty in the business. And guys, we're talking premium quality custom fences built to last, just like the one they built for me. You will love these guys. Completely thorough, and their craftsmen are incredible. Simply call or visit mossyoakfences.com. That's where your family's safety and security is their number one priority. Again, it's easy. Miss mossyoakfences.com.
After this year, let's spread some holiday cheer.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Orlando's Christmas station is Magic 107.7.
With the largest selection of late model pre-owned trucks in stock, no matter what you're looking for, Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nation Trucks has it on the lot right now. And interest rates are as low as 1.99%. No payments till April with approved credit. So start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
With RP Funding's digital mortgage, you can refinance your home loan to today's low rates from the comfort of your own home. Get started today and let me pay your closing costs. Lock in your low rate before it's too late. Visit rpfunding.com. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing Lender.
You've taken allergy meds for years. Are they helping? Congestion, drainage, still there, and that sniffle just doesn't stop. The Cleveland Clinic says common allergy pills are associated with depression, weight gain, even dementia. Do you really want to be taking those for years on end? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps thousands with treatment that actually works, not drugs that never solve the problem. Say goodbye to allergies for good at Aspire. Call 844-MY-RELIEF. That's 844-MY-RELIEF.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
Now that the kids are getting older, we needed to get a fence installed because we don't want them wandering into the lake in our backyard, and we most certainly did not want the alligators crawling into our backyard either. So once we called, they came and they surveyed our yard. They showed us what the options were, and within a couple of weeks, they installed the fence, and we were good to go. I'm glad we picked Fence Outlet. They did a really good job.
See for yourself. Go to fenceoutlet.com. That's fenceoutlet.com.
Keep up this holiday season with Dunkin's new Pancake Minis. 6 fluffy pancakes with dipping syrup. Cheers with a creamy white mocha hot chocolate to take on the holidays wherever they take you. Marry on with Dunkin's new delicious Pancake Minis. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
It's the strongest offer ever from International Diamond Center. Now through December 12th, you get IDC's already unbeatable price, plus an extra 10% savings. And to make it even more affordable, you get 5 years, 0 interest financing. This is an unprecedented, crazy offer. Take an extra 10% and then spread your payments over 5 years, 0 down, 0 interest. And yes, this is all engagement rings from our exclusive world-class designers. Imagine a $12,000 designer ring with a GIA certified diamond. Take 10% off, then pay just $180 a month. Or an $8,000 designer ring minus 10% and just $120 a month. You can even finance the sales tax. IDC makes it easy to upgrade her diamond this Christmas with our largest ever selection of GIA and Forevermark diamonds. Get 10% instant savings plus 60 months, 0 interest. And as an added surprise, for the first 12 days of December, go to shopidc.com for some secret buys on some great holiday gifts. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. Approved credit details at shopidc.com.
Tobacco-Free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone, and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
I'm giving you up, I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke, never come back to smoke, I'll never come back, I'm giving you up.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Gifts wrapped? Check. Ugly sweaters? Check. An unforgettable holiday experience for the whole family? Check it out on the McDonald's app. It's a holiday wish come true. Open the app now to get an exclusive offer from Busch Gardens and SeaWorld. Your family can visit both parks for less than $55 each to experience Busch Gardens Christmas Town and SeaWorld Christmas Celebration. Get more great deals every day, like 20% off frozen Coke. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/30/21. McD app download and registration required. Refer to the McD app for details and restrictions.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you. Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Meet Off-Lease Only Express, the hassle-free option to buying a car from home. Off-Lease Only, the name you know and trust, is offering the same high-quality, nearly new cars, most priced thousands below retail, with a new way to buy a car that is fast and convenient. First, visit offleaseonly.com. They've made it easy for you to browse and choose from over 4,000 cars. Once you've selected the car you want, click on Express. You can even trade in your car with just a couple of clicks. In just a few no-hassle steps, you can start your Express car deal online and choose to either finish in one of their 5 convenient locations or complete entirely from the comfort of your home. Then drive away in an incredible deal, saving you tons of time and money that comes with a 5-day, 500-mile exchange policy. Leave the stress behind and find peace of mind with Off-Lease Only Express, the hassle-free, fully transparent option to buying a car from home. Start today by visiting offleaseonly.com.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law.
OneFirmForLife.com. Office is Altamont Springs.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Always text us at 77031. I am Jim. Deb is here as well. So is Jack.
Good evening.
And Ross Padgett.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have Ross Thoughts top of the hour. A little bit later, a special Ross Thoughts.
Yeah.
Another one.
I'm just throwing this out here. I booked a pretty special interview for today's Ross Thoughts.
Oh, very nice.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome. Also trivia this hour as well. I had something to tell you guys. I totally forgot what it was. I just lost my train of thought.
Because we're all looking at Ross like,
Yeah, the
what the
special
hell?
interview.
What's the special interview?
Yeah, what is a special interview?
I'm not going to tell you. It's special. It's also a special surprise interview.
Okay.
Oh, the surprise makes it. Okay, got it. Like,
That's fine.
No peek.
A few minutes ago, I was telling you guys about a story with vaping. Of course, it's funny. You know, when the vaping thing first started, what did we hear about for about the first year? Like popcorn lung and how deadly it was and how awful it was and how we're going to have to regulate it. And then it just disappeared. All of that criticism of the vaping thing just kind of went away. You didn't hear popcorn lung anymore.
That's because COVID came along and
Is that
shut
what it was?
all that stuff down.
Yeah.
But you still don't. I mean, even in the context of that, you would think even maybe more so with a lung-based or a respiratory-based illness, that even more so you would hear about the trouble with combining that in the world of vaping, But it didn't really work like that.
And popcorn lung, out of all the lung conditions you can have, that one kind of sounds fun.
Yeah, the tastiest one of them all.
Yeah. It gets stuck in your teeth, but it tastes good.
Now, it says here, this story by Alan Moses, Healthy News, it says vaping can be tough on the lungs. New research, though, warns of another possible danger to men. Now, what do you think that could be? So, men specifically,
Erectile dysfunction.
It is exactly erectile dysfunction.
Tough to narrow that one down.
Yeah, it really is.
Because it's cardiovascular.
It's just men.
But the funny thing is, I bet a lot of guys don't realize that. A lot of guys would never in a million years link their unit with their lungs. Or their respiratory system. But, man, the connections are crazy.
Well, it's kind of like people always associate lung cancer with smoking.
Right.
But they don't think of bladder and colon cancers.
Or heart disease is one of the leading causes of heart disease.
Right, exactly.
It says, after tracking erectile dysfunction risk among 25,000 men aged 20 and older, investigators found that even vapors with no history of heart disease or other health issues typically associated with impotence saw the risk shoot up more than...
Don't say shoot up.
That's a very good point. Increase?
50%.
52%.
43.
100.
What?
Whoa.
It doubles your opportunity of having erectile dysfunction if you vape regularly. Now, I think that may be the thing about vaping. Like, I don't know what regularly is, but what they do is they associate vaping with not only for the entertainment aspect of it, but the idea of using it to quit cigarettes, right? Smoking traditional cigarettes. That's pretty much what you did, right, Ross?
That's right on the money. Yeah.
You substituted your vape, your Juul, for your cigarette. And do you vape as much as you used to?
Yeah,
you
I
still
would say
vape the
so.
same amount of cartridges or whatever. That's how you figure it out. What?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, sure, if I go out drinking a couple nights, then it's going to be like, oh, no.
And you go through about one cartridge a day?
About.
And how much is that cartridge?
Money-wise?
Yeah.
It's like $4.
And bananas.
I don't know. How about fluid ounces?
How about how many cigarettes would that represent? Because you were not you were not a pack a day smoker. But if you go through a Juul pod a day, that's a pack
it's a pack, right?
That's allegedly that's what I've been told. And I mean, if I wasn't a pack a day smoker, I was pretty close.
Yeah.
And if I was going out drinking,
well, that's different. Then non-smokers become smokers.
But then when you start drinking, a little bit more.
Can you tell the difference in the effect that vaping has as opposed to when you smoke cigarettes? That that you could tell the difference in how your lung health?
That's what, I mean, in my experience, I'm sure that there's some studies out there that say it's better or it's even for worse, but on my own experience, I have felt the difference, the biggest difference, and I don't want to get too graphic, but the things that leave my body when I'm taking a hot shower is the color it's supposed to be.
Okay. Whoa, what?
Yeah. That was the biggest difference and the main reason why I started vaping, because I was like, okay, so the stuff that is...
Yeah, I got that.
Leaving my mouth in a hot, humid shower has gone away.
Oh, yeah. So, in other words, you don't cough up phlegm that looks like tar anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, you have the vape. Now, do you feel that you still get, like, lung capacity?
I mean, I'm not running, so I can't really tell you, but...
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
And what nicotine level, when you smoke cigarettes, what did you smoke? You smoked menthols?
My man, Ports. I was a Newport guy.
Okay.
Judge away, listeners.
And those are actually supposed to be worse than regular cigarettes, right? The menthol cigarettes?
I've heard that.
Yes.
I've heard that.
So, interestingly, they say that one of the reasons why it can cause the erectile dysfunction is the nicotine levels. Now, when you choose a pod for your vape, for your Juul, do you get to choose? You choose the amount of nicotine that's being released every hit, right?
It's, I guess. I mean, so you have the option of non-nicotine 3% or 5%.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it is a small riddle asking for 2 4-pack 5%.
Okay.
At any gas station, because it sounds like I'm giving them a math problem.
Right.
Can I get 2 4-packs of the 5%? And they're like, here's a black and mild. I don't know what you want.
That's a whole bunch of numbers, right?
Yeah, a whole bunch of numbers. So I do the 5% menthol. Backwoods also have nicotine, I think.
Says there's abundant evidence that consistent exposure to high nicotine levels through traditional tobacco products can impair normal erectile dysfunction. What they're saying is some e-cigarettes also have very high nicotine concentrations, especially when using newer generation e-cigarettes that have high nicotine delivery. It makes them examine if that's the same exact thing, and that's what they found. People who vape, and specifically vapors alone, showed a 20% more chance, a double the chance of having erectile dysfunction between the ages of 20 and 65. 11,000 men had no prior heart disease and showed not only the issue with that, but other issues as well. Man, it's not worth it. I mean,
you can ask me. It's still working.
Yeah, but you're young.
Yeah.
Right, and you do fall in the demo there. It said 20 to 65.
Yeah, I mean, currently I'm feeling real good about my last performance.
Yeah. I wouldn't have. Okay, good. I wouldn't do. I mean, if it had any effect like that, you would probably. What would you do though? Because if it's nicotine that's causing the issue, it doesn't really. I guess it doesn't matter how you get it into your body. Even if you chew the gum, you're still going to have that experience of having the dysfunction.
I mean, that's going to be a really bad cycle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm angry and I can't. My anger just feeds my anger.
Let me ask you a question for real. What were people doing before Viagra? When people had erectile issues before Viagra, before that was discovered, before that thing hit the market like a freight train, what did people do?
They didn't.
They had to do something, right?
I mean, they were lonely. They probably
there
drank.
were some shots. I mean, there were other painful treatments, but nothing as simple as an over-the-counter pill, which is why,
I think
it was so life-changing. I think it was as life-changing as the birth control pill.
Yeah, it was such a game changer. I remember when it came on the scene, and when I started, I mean, I was sitting in the studio. I remember us talking about it because it's just the ability doesn't also alter the desire, especially on your partner. Just think of how many women kind of resign themselves to a certain part of their lives that suddenly the game has changed because of the little blue pill.
Do you remember the scene
some
in Cocoon?
For the better, some
Remember in the okay, so they go swimming in the pool and then they realize when they get out of the pool that a cat can't scratch it.
Right, yeah.
And then the next morning all the women are sitting around the card table like,
oh yeah, just
wow,
hair all
life
messed
is
up.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's weird though because I don't remember. I mean, I've been in this business for almost 30 years now, since 1993. So next year will be 30 years in this business. And I remember when Viagra hit and all of the others. Cialis is another one.
Yeah.
Right? When they hit, of course, that was fodder for comedians for 5 years.
Oh, still is.
I mean, I think every comic in America had a Viagra joke. before it became kind of passe, and it was kind of embarrassing. And now I don't know that anybody really cares if they take Viagra. I think it's pretty much a commonplace thing, right? That people talk about that openly now.
Well, it's not just for erectile dysfunction that they will prescribe Viagra. What's interesting is that look at how much it means somewhere like the Villages, where it's the hottest black market drug.
So
yeah, oh really?
Oh yeah, the blue shirt with the popped collar means that they have.
I got an 8-ball of Viagra.
Exactly, exactly.
Maybe in Bungalow 10.
There's a report out in the Sun that says the Viagra cuts the risk of Alzheimer's by up to 69% and could be prescribed to beat dementia. Study suggests.
That's the other thing I saw was it has the effects it has on dementia as well.
I mean, Botox wasn't created for migraines, but then they found out that if you have really sweaty armpits, you can use Botox. If you get migraines, you can use Botox. If you want to get a frown line,
That's
Botox.
right. Yeah, Botox. There you go.
There you go.
It's a
TMJ Botox.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
The only thing we ask, make it good. Please. 407-916-1041. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
We're seeing slow traffic this afternoon heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound steady 2 between U.S. Highway 27 coming in from Polk County up to 429, between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway, and also between I-Drive and Conroy Road. We're looking good on the beach line. No reported issues on the 408 or the Turnpike at this time. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the wishing forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
Our Twitter poll is now up. Jim Colbert Live. Jim Colbert on Twitter. It's the Jim Colbert Show. Find us there. Follow us there. Also follow Real Radio. It's brought to you by WeAreNotTheBanks.com. Now, We Are Not the Banks. That's Brad Siebert and his team. It's a direct mortgage lender. This is what they do. They focus on getting you into the home of your dreams or perhaps refinancing the home you're currently living in. That's all they do. That's why we are not the banks. They're not the banks. Banks do so much other things. All they do is focus on mortgages and getting you the best deal for your home. They handle all types of buyers, self-employed people, investors, good credit, even bumps in your credit, and they handle all types of loans, VA loans, conventional, FHA, jumbo loans of all sizes, even no income documentation loans. Brad Siebert and the team at We Are Not the Banks helped me with a refi several years ago. Quick process. Let me know everything I needed every step of the way. Closed very quickly. It was great. For all your mortgage needs, the website is wearenotthebanks.com. And MLS ID number 205696, Equal Opportunity Lender.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Rising natural gas prices and colder weather are leading to higher energy bills for many this winter. Duke Energy can help you prepare now. Visit our website for no or low-cost energy saving tips to help lower your bill. You'll also find other helpful resources, such as information about installment plans and financial assistance for qualified customers. For more, visit duke-energy.com/winterbill. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture, electronics, and appliances. But at Conn's Home Plus this holiday season, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life, and you've got to see it to believe it. Top brands, we have them. Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Huge product selection and hot holiday deals? Of course. Plus, get next-day delivery options and personalized financing. Discover life's added value at Conn's Home Plus, your Big Bow gift headquarters. Shop now and save big on everything on your list. Only at Conn's Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
You work hard, so you deserve the good things in life, like getting an amazing deal on awesome internet. That's why there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And don't miss out. Ask how to get 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Just imagine, faster downloads, more streaming. The possibilities are endless. That's more speed and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Plus, ask how to score a 5G phone on us when you switch. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now because you deserve awesome internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 12/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second to AT&T 500 megabits per second, each with one unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
Are you looking for a Mrs. Claus? Well, here at North Pole Escort Service, we sell really cute, old, plump, white women. Our Mrs. Clauses are aged in oak and don't hit the market until those perky little snowballs become long Christmas stockings. I'm talking boobies, dog. To get a date with one of our golden raisins, that's northpole.escortservices.com. We charge by the hour. By the way, legally, I have to say, we are not a prostitution ring. Wink.
T-Mobile for Business supports small business owners during their busiest time of year. Switch now and we'll pay off your phone up to $1,000. You keep your phone and your number. Plus, get $200 in Facebook ads on us, so you can reach more customers and finish this year strong. Visit your T-Mobile store and make the switch today. Up to $1,000 via virtual prepaid card for eligible device payoff. Allow 15 days. Qualifying credit service port in and timely redemption required. No cash access on card and expires in 6 months. Details at T-Mobile.com. Ads via virtual prepaid card when you port in a line with 2 plus more lines or have 3 existing lines.
Save money by doing it yourself with Fence Outlet's low-maintenance vinyl fence in a box. It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet. From hardware to concrete, you get everything you need. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
On Amazing Wildlife, a podcast in partnership with the San Diego Zoo, you'll discover fascinating insights into the animal kingdom. Learn facts like, did you know female elephants are leaders of their herds? Or that a grizzly bear's bite can crush a bowling ball to pieces?
When you observe the behavior of a polar bear hunting, they were using large blocks of ice to hit walruses on the head. There's understanding where the prey is going to be, how the tool use is going to work.
Listen to Amazing Wildlife on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Slamlando! UCF men's basketball is back in action Saturday, December the 11th at 2 p.m. Don't miss out on the fan-favorite halftime Baby Racing Edition Financial Arena. Visit UCFKnights.com or call the ticket office at 407-823-1000.
Marty, I'm the ghost of rewards past, here to show you all the cash back you could have earned on your holiday purchases.
But I get up to 1.75% cash back on all my purchases.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have a Navy Federal Credit Union cash rewards card.
Well, cool. Happy holidays.
Learn how you can slay the season with the cash rewards card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
If you're injured, how much is your case worth? I'm attorney Mo DeWitt. You never asked to be injured. Don't let the insurance company shortchange you. Injured on the go? Offer too low? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Office, Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Radio. 104.1.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for listening on this beautiful Tuesday. We appreciate that very much. By the way, if you want to check out our spices, we do have a Spice Rub blends online right now. Now, I know Venmo is having problems, but at least you can go over there and get it when it comes back up. It's JimColbertLive.com. Click right through and grab them. 3 rubs for you, beef, chicken, and by the way, I saw somebody do some flank steak with the beef the other day, and they loved it.
Yeah, there's Steak Shake, Divine Swine, and Rippin' Chicken.
That's right, and I did a video for chicken last night, and I'm having a hard time editing it for some reason. Actually, I need you to come over next break. I need to ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
But they're so good. I'll tell you something else, too. People are using the steak more now for some reason. When we first started selling it, everybody wanted to talk about is the pork. And the chicken kind of got lost in there, too. But I think it's actually one of the best ones on vegetables. It's unbelievable. But the Steak Shake is delicious. And I'll tell you what I started using it where a recipe asks for salt and pepper, because basically the steak shake there's some secret stuff in there, but it's salt and pepper, right? So I just use that now to season everything that requires salt and pepper, and it has been incredible. Like
Wow.
I did it last night into some potatoes. Instead of just using salt and pepper, I used the steak shake, and it was so good. You can get them now, JimColbertLive.com. Like Deb said, 3 flavors, and we'll send them right out to you. Get some orders this morning. We do it through Venmo. Just send your money and then leave your address, and I send it out to you. It's that easy. We'll do this until...
And all 3 flavors work on microwave popcorn.
Every one of them works
Oh,
on
good.
my...
I've been waiting for the other 2 because I know you did the
They do. Yeah.
the pork one first.
Yeah. You can. They're interchangeable.
And people also have been asking, is it still available at Ace Hardware? It is still available at Tools Ace Hardware. There are the 11 locations. You can walk right in and grab it. I can send it to you however you want to do it. I think they still have it on the shelves there. And that's where you can get it, JimColbertLive.com, if you want to have it ordered. I'd send a lot of it out of state, man.
Really?
A lot of it out of state.
Surprised by that. It's actually an interesting tell, just because we don't know where people listen to the show.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that, it's all parts over the U.S., listening to an Orlando-based show, which you can on the iHeartRadio app, listen to it anywhere. I've listened in Jamaica before.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if people out of state are more likely to order stuff like that, whether it's any type of merch, to have that connection to the show since they are so distant.
Yeah, most of it has been local right around here. Matter of fact, I sent an order to Palaca last night.
Did you really?
Today, sent an order to Palaca. But, Merritt Island, a lot of the coastal areas that just don't live near Orlando, who couldn't drive to a Tools Ace Hardware and just pick it up themselves. I find that's the case. Mount Dora, Popka, Titusville, Mims, Montana, Georgia, North Carolina. And you know what's weird? A lot to Tennessee. Of all the places I've sent orders out of the state, I think we've sent 4, 5, 6 orders to Tennessee.
Wow. Well, they've got good taste.
Giant Tennessee.
Yeah, but is it gluten-free?
Yeah, I don't know. It's you have to ask, I guess.
I don't know where all the glutens are.
All right, 407-916.
I wasn't given the glutens. My brother got those.
1041. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow.
I'm gluten-free. I'm sorry.
Have you guys seen that there's more Epstein stuff happening now?
Well,
I thought he died.
He did die, but I mean, so now, like this thing, I'm telling you, man, I really get the feeling that this guy Epstein, I know that this has been bantied about, I should say, for a while now, but I do get the feeling that there is some really deep stuff happening with that guy's records. And I'm not talking about monetary or anything like this. This guy has a lot of stuff on a lot of people. There is no question.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think they killed him?
I read this story today about they sawed into a safe that he had in that New York mansion, and it was full of diamonds and passports and hard drives. Then they started going into all the stuff that was happening about. Now, they didn't have the warrant didn't allow them to take the hard drives or the photos or any of that stuff. The warrant was only for specific things. So they just set the hard drives and stuff on top of the safe and wanted to come back and get a warrant to come back and get it. They got the warrant to come back and get it, and it was gone. Now, that's just the beginning of it.
This is so House of Cards.
Dude, let me tell you. So the stuff that's happening around this case, like hard drives are just disappearing. And there were tons of them. They speak about this guy and how much information he had in the world of boxes of hard drives. Now, you think about what a common hard drive can take, like how much information can go on one of those things. Think about that in 4 or 5 paper boxes full of nothing but hard drives of sensitive information, videos, photos, documents, whatever the case may be. And these things are when I say disappearing, Jack, there was a story, I'm paraphrasing this, so don't quote me on this exactly, but the story it dealt with either a mansion in Palm Beach or the one that was in the islands.
Both.
How they got a warrant to go in and search, and they would regularly come in not long after people had been there, and every computer in the house would have the wires dangling where somebody, and they don't even know who, went in and tore every hard drive out of every computer this guy Epstein owned. I mean, it is genuinely insane about how much information is being concealed with this guy. I mean, this is the federal government. If you evade taxes, They can find you anywhere. And they have bumbled this thing from the onset, from this guy's death to all the stuff just disappearing. It is, I mean, when you read this thing thoroughly all the way down, it is genuinely unbelievable of either the police mishaps or the ability that they've given tips and people have just gone in there and swooped up all this information for it never to be seen again.
Well, so he had people in his circle that knew what was going on. His
brother was one of the big ones as well.
Who I believe is now where he left all his money to, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
$500 million or something.
Oofa. So he had people in his inner circle that knew what was going on. So even after Jeffrey Epstein's death, they know the value of what's on those hard drives. And even if you bag them, you put them away for a rainy day because that is a value of extreme value to certain individuals if that shows them on that, doing anything. Right?
I see nothing of his inner circle doing this. This, to me, doesn't have the hallmark of his inner circle. This, to me, has the hallmark of someone like a Prince Andrew. This has the hallmark of a mercenary black ops individual who has all the knowledge to go in and erase. See, because the inner circle, they're too. I mean, they're worried about covering their own ass, but because he was connected to some of the most powerful men on the planet, I would not be surprised if each one of these gentlemen who, and I use that term lightly, loosely, who were thought to have, women aboard the Lolita Express, which is what islanders called Epstein's plane that they regularly saw bringing in underage females. Prince Andrew, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton.
Wexner, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates.
And
by the way, Gates is before all of this stuff, before 2008, all this stuff happened. Gates was with this guy. I mean, man, he possibly lost his relationship with his wife because of this guy.
Most likely did.
I'm telling you, man.
I have a feeling it's about this deeper stuff.
You get this hunch. Sometimes you get hunches, right? And I don't know how do you trust your instincts, Ross, your hunches? Like when you have a hunch like that and it seems completely insane, but there's something about it that just makes it seem so real to you?
I would have to be closer in proximity of any situation for me to trust my hunch. On this one, I feel like, sure, I have an idea, but I also think that there's like not even 4% chance of it being true.
Right,
and 4, yes, is oddly specific.
But man, I'm telling you, you get the
just like he didn't kill himself.
You get the weird hunches with this guy. It says the hard drives were found inside piled on top of it. It also jewelry, diamonds, CDs, and multiple passports. Actually, there were passport photographs of him with another name, with a different name altogether. They said the scope of the search didn't permit the agents to seize the hard drives and the CDs, so they left them on top of the safe. Then she went to get a broader warrant, and when she returned to retrieve them, they're gone. Who would have knowledge that they sawed into a safe, found all of this, then left some of it sitting there? Like, who would have that knowledge?
So that's why it has to be government black ops.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's what I'm saying. Because
these guys protecting themselves because of what's in those documents and what's in those photographs.
Or the butler.
Yeah, or the butler.
Right? The butler saying, I'm going to cash in. Oh.
It's just like...
He's French.
I don't think the governments, our government, foreign governments, I don't think they gave Epstein the opportunity to kill himself. They weren't going to give him the opportunity to speak, period. He was a marked man. As soon as they could nab him and take care of business, the guards fell asleep and the security cameras just happened to be off.
That house, by the way, in Manhattan's 19,000 square feet, 8 stories.
Yeah.
And on every story of this house, there was some kind of area where there were documents, CDs, hard drives hidden.
Now,
on
my
question... On the first floor, they found a plastic bin tucked under a bookshelf filled with hard drives. Like one of those storage bins you put your Christmas stuff in, filled with hard drives. Think about how much information that is, guys.
Well, my thought is... What were the prosecutors looking? See, to me, this kind of sounds like, hey, we went in there looking for him, but wink, wink, we couldn't find him anymore. Because what were you going in there to get that hard drives, photographs, and other documents wouldn't be covered by your search warrant? Were you looking for old underwear?
And they said that this bin that was filled with hard drives, all the hard drives had tamper-proof evidence tape on them when the FBI found them. They didn't even know why that happened and why they were left there. But they had evidence tape on them, and they were just left there. 6 computer drives and 6 hard drives in the house had already been hastily removed, leaving dangling wires attached to monitors in several areas. And they don't even know who did this. Just bananas, man. Just bananas. Let me tell you what. You think the Kennedy paper is going to be interesting. I would love to see a laid out. I mean, by the way, they found binders, closets full of binders with thumbnail photographs to be associated with either a CD or a hard drive. That's how much information was in that house.
Here's what I think is really suspicious. So they say the warrant didn't cover them to take the hard drives, so they left the hard drives on top of the safe.
Right, yeah.
They left. Why? And even a texter points out, like in Law and Order, the police would stay there, and then they would have the warrant changed, and then come back. It would be guarded until they had the paperwork where they could legally remove it as evidence.
Just has the sticky fingers of a government that wants to give the appearance of prosecuting this guy, while at the same time protecting some really powerful people.
Charles, I tell you, this guy, there was a lot going on. When this guy got nabbed, you can bet there was a whole bunch of tight asses up in Washington, D.C. and in the corporate world all over, because
royalty.
There's some
industry, Hollywood,
Look, that stuff
academia.
That doesn't happen. This case has the eyes of every single intelligence agency in the U.S. and some actually of the world. That's how connected this guy was. Handling multi-billion-dollar accounts. Nobody really knew. All of his money came from Les Wexner, the guy who has, is it Victoria's Secret? Brands,
he had
multi-billionaire.
sold it. Mm-hmm.
He basically stole all of his money from them. That guy never said a word to him. What do you think that is? I mean, if somebody steals $400 million from you, you don't say a peep? I don't know, man. All right, 407-916-1041.
I just wish James Bond was real.
Text us at 77031. There's also more news on the Crumblies. Have you seen this case? This is the Michigan shooter's parents.
Yeah.
Have you seen the latest on this?
No.
They hired their own attorney, but he's getting a public defender.
Whoa. You know you messed up when your lawyer gets a lawyer.
His parents, because they're all in the same jailhouse right now, by the way.
Yeah, the parents hired a lawyer.
The parents hired an actual attorney. They're allowing their kid, who's facing death, basically, to run the gamut with a public defender.
Oh.
$500,000 bond for those guys?
Yep.
Each.
And the man...
You only got so much money, Jim.
The man who helped them get into the warehouse in Detroit said that he knew the couple, but he didn't know about the active warrants against them. They're still investigating him, and he'll be clean as a whistle by the time they're done.
You know, the person who turned them in, one of the big controversies with that is whether they get $10,000 for the reward or $20,000.
Yeah.
Because they offered a reward for their safe capture, but they said $10,000, but it's a couple. So they said that the person definitely qualified. But they didn't know if he qualified for either $10,000 or $20,000. It's $20,000. It's 20. It's two people. They're a massive flight risk. They're not going anywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. They're going to stay right there. That's kind of that gives you an idea. By the way, did you also hear the stories about how I guess there was a friend of the woman's, and they would go out all the time and leave that kid home when he was really young by himself, and the kid would. And this happened so much. The kid would walk next door. Hey, my mommy and daddy aren't home. You have any food, or you have any, you have anything, drink or whatever? Just leave them home and go out and party. So this kid was basically ignored,
right?
Just ignored by everybody. Wow, what a casualty! Unbelievable. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Load them up, guys. We'll do trivia next.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Nomi Health.
It wasn't pretty, but the Patriots, it's what they do, won their 7th straight in the snow and wind over Buffalo. Bill Belichick is proving yet again he owns the league. Never outcoached. Always has a plan. Better than his opponent. Like Nick Saban and Bama. There's a reason nobody has become the second coming of the Patriot way. You can't copy brilliance. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Nomi Health is now providing same-day COVID-19 testing in Orlando. Quick and convenient drive-through testing is available with no out-of-pocket cost. To register and find the site near you, visit nomihealth.com/FL. That's nomihealth.com/FL. Get tested today with Nomi Health.
The holidays have arrived. I'm here to take some stress away when it comes to buying something for that special someone in your life. Do what I did, man. Go see my friends over at Goldsmith Jewelry Shop right there on Lee Road. Dave Layer and the team. Been buddies of mine for over 20 years. That's true, friends. I love Dave. He's a great guy. I've known him for a long time, and he is a very good jeweler. Here's the great thing about Dave Layer and the guys over at Goldsmith Jewelry. They give you A1 customer service. Just simply cannot beat it. They've been doing it for 35 years. They've got it down to a science. And yeah, they have all the jewelry you want. Diamond studs, tennis bracelets, necklaces, loose diamonds, designer names as well. Something for every budget as well. And the best quality for the lowest prices. Fast free shipping is available as well. Just go to goldsmithjewelry.com or visit them in live right there in person. You can stand right across the case from him and make your deal. 1212 Lee Road right there in Orlando. And as always, tell them Jim sent you down.
Now is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans at off-lease only. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles. No matter what car you're looking for, Off-Lease Only has options for you to choose from, with nearly every make and every model, and they're all priced thousands below retail. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that's arriving daily, and your trade-in is wanted. It's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. With financing available for both good and bad credit, you can get pre-qualified online now at offleaseonly.com and leave the stress behind. Find peace of mind with no haggling, no negotiating, no pressure, and no hidden fees. Shop online at offleaseonly.com or call 407-222-CARS or take a test drive at their massive state-of-the-art location just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience. You know, my wife makes fun of me for all the research I do before buying something. Boy, I'm glad I went with Fence Outlet for our new vinyl fence. They've been in business 25 years. They manufacture their own white vinyl fence, and they stand by it. Two other companies closed just 2 weeks after we got their quote. I'm not one to say I told you so, but I wonder how good those other warranties are now. Thanks, Fence Outlet.
See for yourself. Go to fenceoutlet.com. That's fenceoutlet.com.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Reward yourself or someone you love this Christmas with a stunning Rolex timepiece from International Diamond Center. IDC has the largest selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches in our history. It may very well be the largest selection in the entire country. Over 800 pre-owned Rolexes. Yes, 800. Our buyers have scoured the country and handpicked this unprecedented collection of flawless pre-owned Rolex watches. All the most popular and hard-to-find models. Submariners, Batman, Sea Dwellers, Pepsis, Datejusts, men's and ladies' timepieces in pristine condition. All IDC's pre-owned Rolex watches are priced to sell this Christmas. Easily competing with any store or online retailer. If you've dreamed of owning the premium name and timepieces, or if you're looking for the ultimate gift for someone special, you must see IDC's luxury pre-owned Rolex collection today. We have the watches no one else has. Visit our showroom or shop online anytime at shopidc.com. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
The best home and property improvement you can make is solar. Sunshine is free. It can power your home and even heat your pool. With SolarSource, trade your electric bill for a new, lower solar payment and start saving immediately with no money down. You'll even get a 26% tax credit on the purchase price. SolarSource has been the #1 contractor in Central Florida for 38 years. Get your free quote today. Visit solarsource.com. That's solarsource.com. When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.
The cups with Tuesday coffee, wah wah la 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 la. Get the app and get free coffee, wah wah la 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 la.
This holiday season, Wawa Rewards members get any size coffee free on Tuesdays, including Wawa's warm and inviting holiday blend hot coffee or handcrafted peppermint mocha iced coffee. Get the Wawa app, sign up for rewards, and get free coffee Tuesdays. Happy holidays start at Wawa. Holiday flavors are back at Wawa. Your favorite handcrafted beverages are available in the festive flavors of peppermint mocha, eggnog, and vanilla sugar cookie. From smoothies and milkshakes to hot lattes, frozen cappuccinos, and more, we'll make each one fresh with holiday cheer. Available all day, you can order ahead with the Wawa app, just in time for an afternoon pick-me-up. Treat yourself to a holiday handcrafted beverage at Wawa. Limited time only.
We've lost so many people to COVID. So many moms and dads, favorite uncles, older sisters, and best friends. But vaccines can help prevent serious illness and death from COVID in more than 9 out of 10 cases. So now almost all COVID deaths are preventable, and so are the broken hearts they leave behind. We can do this. Find COVID vaccines near you at vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books? Shh, this is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need. I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction. He really does devour literature. Please leave. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Get social with us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for listening and tuning in. We appreciate that greatly. I am Jim. Deb is here along with Jack. Let's find out what's in the old sauce jar.
All aboard! Choo-choo! I have a private box for up to 6 people to see Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's Wild and Swingin' Holiday Party that's going down tomorrow, Wednesday, December 8th. Oh, man. Christmas is a-coming at the Dr. Phillips Center Front Yard Festival. Jim, that is your sauce jar, and that is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Hey, got a move coming up? You don't need to stress about it. Cento Moving has fully trained expert moving crews that are adept in packing, handling your furniture, safe driving, customer service, and so much more. And if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll get a discount. So hurry like a bunny and book them today at centomoving.com. That's C-E-N-T-O moving.com. Jim, back to you.
Thanks so much, Deb. Ross, who goes first today?
Teach me how to Douglas. Let's welcome Douglas on line 2.
Douglas, line 2. Douglas, how you doing, buddy?
Fine, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Want to play a little game with us?
Sure. Why
Let's
not?
do it.
Want to play a game?
All right, Doug, this is a very, very easy game. I had a question here, 4 answers for you. If you can find the right one, I will send you to the sauce jar. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. It's National Illinois Day today. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, what a bunch of fibs.
Here are 3 fun facts about the state of Illinois and 1 lie that has a bunch of ruined umbrellas. Number 1. The first Denny's was in Bloomington, Illinois. Number 2, almost 80% of Illinois is farmland. Number 3, Twinkies were invented in Forest, Illinois in 1930.
Okay.
And lastly, Illinois generates more nuclear power than any other state. Which of those is a lie?
4, nuclear power.
No, that's absolutely true. More nuclear power plants in the state of Illinois than any other. I think 9 total.
Wow, explains the Bears.
Not bad. It does, doesn't it? Ross, who's next?
Let's welcome Jim.
Jim up top. Jim, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, doing great.
All right, man, we're talking about Illinois today. It is National Illinois Day. Find the lie here. Number 1, the first Denny's was in Bloomington, Illinois. Number 2, almost 80% of Illinois is farmland. And lastly, Twinkies were invented in River Forest, Illinois in 1930.
Let's go with number one.
Number one is the answer, buddy. Denny's was not. Do you know where it was? The first Denny's was?
I really don't.
Yeah, it's California. What led you to choose that one?
A guess. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa! Getting a little attitude, are we?
Not really.
Okay, just checking with you, man. We're just messing.
It did sound a little. It
Yeah,
did
I
sound
mean,
like
you sounded-
it is a little attitude. I mean, I don't
Hey,
really care. I
you
mean,
may get the prize, but Deb wants to say this.
You're a loser.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
hey.
There you
He
go.
already has. Sounds like he's got.
I think we can all agree you're a winner. 80% of Illinois is farmland. And Twinkies were invented in River Forest, Illinois in 1930. And that, by the way, that first Twinkie is still good.
Yeah, it is.
Still good. A couple other things about Illinois you may not know, though. Chicago, Illinois is home to the largest public what?
Toilet.
I was just.
Well, that look on
It
his
makes no
face.
sense, and it's the exact thing I was going to say.
Chicago, Illinois, Ross, is home to the largest public what in the U.S.?
I'm going to go with cheese.
That's funny because
block of cheese.
I was going to say pizza.
A public block of cheese.
A public
It's
pizza.
not that, Ross.
It's got to
oddly
be
enough.
public transportation.
Public park.
Public library.
Oh, cool.
close.
Robert Wadlow is from Alton, Illinois. What makes him special?
He made toilet paper.
That's not the answer, Jack.
Robert Alton.
No, Robert Wadlow from Alton, Illinois, or Alton, Illinois,
Wadlow.
is special for what reason? He's the world's
oldest
cheese maker.
Okay.
Elevators or escalators?
No, that's Otis.
Oh, okay. Damn
Robert
it.
Wadlow is the world's tallest man.
Yes, in the Guinness Book of World Records.
8 feet 11 inches tall, weighed 479 pounds.
Damn.
The first all-color television station was in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, broadcasting all shows in color TV. The first ice cream sundae was served in Evanston, Illinois. And lastly here, 33% of adults in Illinois have what?
Measles.
No.
A bad attitude.
No, that's definitely the case. Probably way higher there.
Well, if you're their neighbor to the north.
Rosacea.
33% of adults have this in
Ringworm.
Illinois.
Psoriasis.
A record.
33% or
Ashy
more,
elbows.
actually. That's actually a great guess. It's not a record, not ashy elbows.
Anything to do or around cheese.
No, that's Wisconsin. Illinois is not.
I don't know.
They do have some dairy
Actually,
farms.
33% of adults in Illinois have this or better.
Oh, college education.
There you go. That's right. A bachelor's degree or better. 33% of that
Wow.
state. That's pretty darn
That's
good.
high up there.
That's pretty high up there. Ross,
Do you-
speaking of high,
No, I was going to say, do you know what fib means?
Fib?
This is what people from Wisconsin call people from Illinois. So when you see an Illinois plate, you know how it says, 20 points if you hit them?
right?
Well, if it's a fib, you get 40.
Which is?
Effing Illinois bastards.
Oh, yeah, no. Didn't know that one. No, never heard that one
It's
for sure.
universally known.
Is it really? I know Windy City has nothing to do with the wind. It has everything to do with terrible politicians.
Yes.
Right, we know that.
Well, the Valentine's Day Massacre is Chicago.
And ironically, or coincidentally, they get a tremendous wind off of the Great
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
Have you ever experienced the wind of Lake
Jimmy
Michigan?
and I have, yeah.
Oh, was that?
We experienced that when we were flying in, and that was the most horrifying experience I've ever had.
It was the scariest plane ride. We were on the Miami Hurricanes charter airplane that the Orlando Rage were using, and we were flying in April of 2001, flying into the city. This plane was moving in directions that you wouldn't even imagine.
Coaches who had
Yeah.
flown their entire lives through the NFL and college careers, their entire lives, flown hundreds and hundreds of times, told me to my face that was the most harrowing flight they'd ever been on. At one point when we were coming in, the wing almost touched the ground. As it dropped and pitched down, the guy who was sitting right behind the wing looked over and said it almost hit the ground.
Day before my 34th birthday.
Like there were
Holy
dudes,
crap.
there was dudes falling out. Like, there were guys falling out, big-ass football players falling out.
Now, see, that's interesting because that's
offensive linemen screaming.
Yeah, screaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because that was an April flight then.
Yeah.
Here, I'm thinking it's like in December.
Oh, no, man, it was brutal.
Daniel Dennis not having a good time on that flight. He don't like to fly, and that flight, Tuttle,
all those. Daniel was terrified of flying, and that one did it to him pretty good. What's coming up for thoughts, buddy?
It's called Second City, right? Chicago. I know that they had Second City, and it's called Second City because the first one burnt down or something.
I think all major cities in America burnt down at least once.
Guys, Ross Thoughts, I am going to unveil, and I don't even think it's up for debate, guys.
Okay.
Who is the most misunderstood and hated person in the Bible?
Who's the most misunderstood and hated person in the Bible?
I don't think misunderstood, but hated.
Judas?
He got a lot of heat. Not Judas. Honestly, plays one of the most pivotal roles in Christmas.
Well, there you go.
All right, well, that's a great tease. We'll find out about that next.
Tis the season to be real. Grateful that you did not get a tree and don't have to deal with that bullshit. Merry Christmas from Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
We're seeing slow traffic this afternoon heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound steady 2 between U.S. Highway 27 coming in from Polk County up to 429, between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway, and also between I-Drive and Conroy Road. We're looking good on the beach line. No reported issues on the 408 or the Turnpike at this time. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Nomi Health. Nomi Health is now providing same-day COVID-19 testing in Orlando. Quick and convenient drive-through testing is available with no out-of-pocket cost. To register and find the site near you, visit nomihealth.com/FL. That's nomihealth.com/FL. Get tested today with Nomi Health.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. If you need a new bathroom, Rebath of Mid-Florida can do that for you. They've been doing this let me tell you, these guys have been doing this for a while here in Central Florida, 10, 12 years, rebuilding, remodeling bathrooms, making homes worth more money, making people happy and smiling, allowing families to have events at their homes, whether it be Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Super Bowl parties, whatever it may be. With that guest bathroom shining with Rebath, man, that's what you can do. Those are the things that can happen for you. And they do it with their employees. They do all these jobs in 4 to 6 days. And when they're done, a lifetime guarantee on the products and the installation. Their installer's been with them 8 to 10 years. There are no nightmare stories with Rebath. This is a national company with standards and policies and procedures to make sure you get the bathroom you paid for on time every time. And really, to see what they offer, the thing you got to do is you got to go to the showroom. It's 436 Altamont, right across from Kobe. Very easy to find. And you're going to see some models set up just to show you what these products look like and what they can do with them and how unbelievable they can look in a bathroom designed for you. That's what they're all about. And these are companies you've known forever: Moen, Kohler, Toto, Birch Cabinetry. That's what they install. Quality stuff. Natural stone, travertine, and marble. It's all right there. And you can actually see it online at rebathmidfla.com. Check out the before and afters, then book your appointment. Your new bathroom is waiting for you right now at rebathmidfla.com.
Receive an Essentials product kit absolutely free, courtesy of Solis Health Plans. If you're 65 years of age or older, call 1-833-33-SOLIS and reserve your free bag of Essentials product, such as soap, paper towels, or toilet paper. A little help for these difficult times. Call now and we can deliver the free Essentials product bag to your home. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
When I met you in the summer.
It's time to live it up again. Be first to cruise on MSC Seashore, debuting in Miami in November. Relax in the stunning infinity pool. Indulge at our alfresco dining venues. Discover again at our new private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, named Best New Cruise Destination. Cruise the Caribbean on MSC Seashore from Miami. Enjoy flexible booking changes and free balcony upgrades. Call your travel advisor or visit msccruises.com. Restrictions apply. MSC Cruises, a world of discovery.
With the largest selection of late model pre-owned trucks in stock, no matter what you're looking for, Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nation Trucks has it on the lot right now. And interest rates are as low as 1.99%. No payments till April with approved credit. So start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, one firm for life.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
At T-Mobile, we're bringing it all together for the holidays with great deals for everyone. Like right now, you can get the perfect pairing, the new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. You can capture your favorite moments with the most advanced iPhone camera ever.
Wow, the whole family looks great. Perfect for our holiday cards.
And you can get a pair of AirPods to gift.
Now I can listen to my favorite songs on repeat without driving my family nuts.
And the perfect pairing is just the start. You can also get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus.
Gather around, people. The morning show isn't going to watch itself.
Hurry into T-Mobile this holiday season because both new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers can get the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods on us with eligible trade-in on our Max plan. And you'll even get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus because together we holiday. Only at T-Mobile.
Phone via 30-monthly bill credits and AirPods Gen 2 after rebate via prepaid card for well-qualified buyers plus tax. 1 per account. Balance on required finance agreements due. If you cancel service, call before canceling to continue remaining credits on phone. Apple TV Plus renews at $4.99 per month after first year unless you cancel. Details at T-Mobile.com.
This Checkers garlic and butter bacon Buford is for Vince. He's been brushing paint on houses all day. That's the last coat. A little help here? So, we brushed some mouth-watering garlic sauce on 2 100% hand-seasoned beef patties with crispy bacon strips, Swiss cheese, grilled onions, and whipped butter just for him. Come down and get this Buford, Vince. You've earned it. The garlic and butter bacon Buford, only at Checkers. During the season of giving, you might give away more than you want.
Sweater for Mom, video game for Jake, and my credit card for someone named Gina?
More online activity can mean more exposed personal info, but LifeLock by Norton has identity theft protection all wrapped up. And if you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com today.
We've lost so many people to COVID. So many moms and dads, favorite uncles, older sisters, and best friends. But vaccines can help prevent serious illness and death from COVID in more than 9 out of 10 cases. So now almost all COVID deaths are preventable, and so are the broken hearts they leave behind. We can do this. Find COVID vaccines near you at vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Fence Outlet's Fence in a Box saves you money on a gorgeous aluminum fence for as low as $2,571. Get all the materials to complete an average backyard of 120 feet with a gate included. They make it so easy. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah, we like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I am Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts. Sax solo.
It's weird. It's funny.
Ripping sax.
Sometimes It's Ross.
All right.
Spelled like sauce.
I know.
It's Ross Thoughts.
One of the things you're never supposed to talk about is what? Politics,
Religion.
work, religion. Well,
mixed company though.
Yeah. It depends on where you are and all that. But I don't think that this is too divisive because I think people don't understand the most misunderstood person in the Bible.
Okay.
All right. He is actually the reason why I think we even celebrate Christmas the way that we do.
All right.
All right. Now, if I'm this guy and this happens to me, I am angry. I'm upset because all of a sudden his name gets dragged through the mud.
Okay.
And he didn't do anything wrong. And Jim, you like small businesses.
I do like small businesses. I spent money in a small business today.
Look at that. So you're going to appreciate what I'm about to say because you're pro small business.
Okay, because usually when you do stuff like this to set me up for something I like, you swerve me pretty badly. So
well, check this out. Let's talk about Christmas as it is. How did it go down?
Well, there's birth of Jesus. Then you had the three wise men. It was an immaculate conception. Mary was a virgin. She gave birth to baby Jesus.
There's a little drummer boy.
What?
No.
No. Jump in here.
Yeah.
The Immaculate Conception was not about Jesus. It was about Mary's conception. Because in order for her to give birth to the Son of God, she had to be free of sin herself.
Got it.
So the Immaculate Conception is about Mary.
Okay, so there you go. So the birth of Jesus is the reason there have been the three wise men come around. They give them stuff.
Okay, but what happened before the three wise men showed up?
Well, I don't know. They went to a manger.
They went to a manger.
Right, yeah.
And why were they in that manger?
There was no room at the inn.
Exactly. There was no room at this small business inn. That innkeeper is the most misunderstood person in all of the Bible. And if it wasn't for him having a, dare I say, successful small business in the heart of Bethlehem, we don't get
the manger scene.
We don't get the manger scene.
We don't have the manger scene.
You ever think about that? No one ever thinks about the innkeeper.
Because there was no vacancy at the inn.
Think about
that.
that.
No room at the inn. Jesus and Mary had to go to a manger and put baby Jesus in a manger, and they sat there with the cows and whatnot,
and then
the goats.
The three kings show up. They got what? Gold. They got frankincense
and myrrh.
I really don't even know what myrrh is. It sounds slang for weed back in the day or something. I don't know.
Like ointments and
incense.
Incense, yeah.
Incense?
Yeah.
What's frankincense then?
It's also an incense.
Oh, they just had to switch it up because they doubled up? Seems like one of the kings dropped the ball then. You got him incense too?
They represented something. I think they each represented something for the life of Christ. I can't remember what it is, though.
Frankincense is an aromatic resin used in incense and perfumes. It's obtained from the trees that are actually only, I believe, grown in Iraq and Syria. And it's the most sought after scent for literally millennia.
Well, I have worked my tail off for the Jim Colbert Show.
Jim.
I hope you guys know that.
I agree with that, buddy. I think you've done a wonderful job for the program. I'm greatly appreciative.
It was almost impossible to find our guest today. Okay? So please give a Jim Colbert rounding applause to the innkeeper himself, the man who just was having a successful business. Ladies and gentlemen, the innkeeper who unfortunately had to refuse Joseph and Mary.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Jim Colbert.
Hello.
Hi, it's me, the innkeeper. You can just call me my name, Aloysius.
Your name is I did not know that's your actual name. Was that the innkeeper's name? I didn't know.
See,
never said in the Bible. For over 2,000 years, I've been cursed with eternal life. I can't die because I didn't give one person the room they didn't even reserve ahead of time. I'm sorry. I don't really do interviews like this because it just gets me so spicy.
Yeah, it's very spicy. I can understand.
How do
So
you spell Aloysius?
I wanted to get his side of the story. So maybe we can back up, day one, you have this pregnant woman and this guy named Joseph. They show up.
Okay. Let me just clear the misconceptions in your head right now. First off, knock. December 25th, 2,000 years ago. Who is knocking on the door? Is it a pregnant woman? No. It's a guy named Yeshua, a.k.a. Joseph. He is 37 years old, and he's got a girl on the back of a donkey that's 15. I want nothing to do with this. I am thankful that I am full up because I don't want some dumb crime happening in my establishment. I didn't know that she was pregnant. I couldn't see off in the darkness. So strike one against your story that I'm the villain here, okay?
Okay, well, coming in hot there. I didn't know that Mary was only 15. Is that proven?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Don't even look it up. I was there.
Okay, I won't look it up.
She was 15.
Wow. So, what was your first inclination? Did you think there was something going on? When you sent them out to them, why am I doing this?
You want to? I'll tell you what. Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? I want to clear my name. Okay. First impression: the smell. I have an inn. No one bathes. I'm next to a barn. They, however, have been on a donkey for 3 days. Thrice days. They reek like donkey manure and pregnancy oils, which is a thing. Don't Google it. I promise you it's real. Okay. The smell punches me in the face, and I go, no vacancy. It was true. And I'm thankful for it.
How many rooms at your inn there, Aloysius?
11.
11
they all
rooms.
have different themes.
If they're different, they're themed rooms. Even 2,000 years ago, you guys were running themes. Give me an idea of a theme in one of your rooms.
Well, there was the Roman Colosseum room because this was the time of Rome, okay? Right. And it had, tigers and stuff. And, when the alarm clock went off, a tiger, makeshift came out and tagged you in the face. That's how you woke up.
Okay.
Another theme was the ancient Orient. You could use that word back then. Political correctness.
Okay, yeah,
and it had the Great Wall in it and a lot of silk.
A lot of silk.
So what happened?
Yeah, it was a high-end establishment. It was Airbnb before Airbnb was a B&B.
So if you're just joining us, we have booked the innkeeper who...
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your program. All I heard was a cackling, gypsy woman in the background.
It's the one.
What establishment am I just calling into right now?
This is
one of ill repute.
Yeah, you're not going to know what this is. It's called a podcast.
Oh, that's just gobbledygook to me.
Yeah, I understand completely.
If it's not involving a loom or a manger, I'm out to launch.
So the manger was right outside of your innkeeper who refused Mary and Joseph, if you're just joining us. And what was the first sign of okay, well, something's a little different because did you see the three kings?
No, the first thing I saw, okay, so they get over there, they get all situated. I gave them a blanket. I go back inside. All of a sudden, I hear a harp ring off from some nondescript location. I look over. A single star is shooting a extremely bright spotlight down onto my barn. And I'm like, well, that's a red flag. I burst open there, open up the door, and there, in the blanket I gave them for free, is a little baby covered in goop.
Oh, yeah.
Baby goop all over my manger.
And by the way,
I wasn't going to rent it out. What?
And blankets back in the day were not cheap. That was you handed blankets down, man. So, ruining a blanket in 2,000 years ago was like ruining somebody's car.
Thank you, Jim, for understanding the gravity of the situation. I traded a child for that.
I'm telling you, those rugs and blankets are so valuable. Hey, I wanted to ask you, Aloysius, did you charge them for staying in the manger?
No, here's the other thing. People think I'm so cold-hearted. I did it as a freebie. I felt bad for them, so I gave it to them for free. I got the sheep to give them a little bit of room. No charge. And in the morning, what did they do? They still ate from my continental breakfast.
Can't blame them
Which
on
was
that.
very different back then. It was mostly prunes.
and an occasional dab of hummus.
Oh, hummus, please. That was... Sorry, I'm 2,000 years old.
Sorry.
So what happened afterwards? So everyone finds out that you refused.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so the three wise men, they look down on me. When they go back to their various kingdoms, they tell everyone, do not stay at the Aloysius B&B. My business plummets. I'm trying to support a family. I've got barn animals to feed. And guess what? All the reviews on the Silk Road say, nope, don't go over there. And I go bankrupt.
Oh,
and I'll be honest, with 33 years later, when I find out the little baby becomes the savior and then is like, oh my gosh, Pontius Pilate's like, do we free Barabbas or do we free Jesus? I started the chant for Barabbas.
Oh
Oh,
my God,
Aloysius,
That
come
was
on.
me. No, right.
Coming in hot there,
I can't
Aloysius.
die.
So 33.
Yeah, it's a hot take. It destroyed my livelihood.
So 33
There's
years
two
later.
sides to every story. What?
So you also had a little drummer boy outside of your inn, right?
Oh, drummer boy is a generous. This was a teenager with a tambourine, first off. Secondly, couldn't keep a beat if his mother's life depended on it.
Oh, my God.
Parum-pa-pum-pum from the song, Parum-pum-pum-pum, I wish he was that steady. This guy was playing an 11-9 time signature. Keep it 4-4, dude.
So did you yell that out your hole?
Yeah, I opened, first off, my hole, excuse me, we had windows. It was a quality establishment. Yes, they were stacked. The point is,
My apologies.
I opened up my staffed window, and I said, could you keep it down? We got paying customers in here. And you know what? He just kept on going because I'm pretty sure he drummed himself into hearing loss.
Oh.
Well, there it is. That's the true side of the innkeeper who refused Jesus.
Well, he didn't
It's been
refuse.
a hard life, you guys.
He didn't refuse Jesus.
He refused a 15-year-old pregnant woman.
Yeah.
And a guy, Joseph,
Yeah, who was-
beard and a cane.
Right, yeah.
And
It's
then all of
weird.
a sudden, his entire life turns right upside down.
You would think it would be the other way around.
That business, it's tanked every business I've tried to do since then.
Let me
It's
a-
been hard.
Let me ask you, man, how could you not go back with that inn? Well, you lost it in bankruptcy. I was going to say, man, I mean, if you have the birthplace of Christ, that's better than Graceland.
You don't understand. I didn't own the property. It was a lease.
Oh, my God. Location.
Now it's a GD gift shop.
Oh, easy.
Well, now
I'm sorry. I chanted Free Barabbas. I get to say that.
Right. There's fine.
So there you have it. The most misunderstood biblical
Yay.
character is the innkeeper. If it wasn't for the innkeeper having, Jim, a successful small business,
That's
which
right.
you love.
I love it.
Then we wouldn't have the Christmas that we have today. Thank you so much, innkeeper, and thank you so much, Aloysius, for having a successful small business, because now we get stuff every December 25th.
Thanks, Aloysius.
Thanks, Aloysius.
That's for me.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate it.
And those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
All right. 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Secured Roofing and Restoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
We're seeing slow traffic this afternoon heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound steady too between U.S. Highway 27 coming in from Polk County up to 429, between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway, and also between I-Drive and Conroy Road. We're looking good on the beach line. No reported issues on the 408 or the Turnpike at this time. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the wishing forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
Look, man, if you care about your house, if you love your house, but you don't love the way it feels, FAS Windows and Doors can help you with that with those beautiful double insulated vinyl windows, not those single pane aluminum frame windows that are costing you money in your home right now. Not to mention they look terrible. They really don't improve your home in any way, shape, or form. These windows from FAS Windows and Doors, your AC works less, which means it lasts longer. Your power bills are lower. Your house looks amazing. It feels amazing. It's quieter inside. There are no disadvantages. FAS can turn out your house and make it amazing. They can do that with your doors as well. From the entryway all the way to sliders throughout your property, FAS is the answer. Showroom easy to find, Fairbanks and I-4. Go in, pick out the windows you love, and have them installed by their pros. You will love it, and your house will as well. It's FASWD.com.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
My Way from Giorgio Armani. This sparkling, floral, woody fragrance, consciously sourced ingredients from around the world in sustainable, refillable packaging. The union of citrus, tuberose, vanilla, and warm wood. Unbox the most desired gifts this holiday season with My Way from Giorgio Armani. For the woman who wants to live life her way.
Mills Air and Business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect upcoming breakdowns. Go to millsair.com.
Looking for healthcare coverage? Here's some great news. United Healthcare individual and family plans are now available on the healthcare marketplace. 80% of enrollees can find a plan for $10 or less a month after tax credits. Visit buyuhc.com to shop and learn more. CMS Newsroom, March 12, 2021. Policies have exclusions, limitations, and terms under which the policy may be continued in force or discontinued. For costs and complete coverage details, contact your insurance agent or United Healthcare.
Get the cups with Tuesday coffee. Wah, wah, la, 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 la. Get the app and get free coffee. Wah, la, 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 la.
This holiday season, Wawa Rewards members get any size coffee free on Tuesdays, including Wawa's warm and inviting Holiday Blend Hot Coffee or handcrafted Peppermint Mocha Iced Coffee. Get the Wawa app, sign up for rewards, and get free coffee Tuesdays. Happy holidays start at Wawa. Sure, any two slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Hoagies made fresh just for you. Gotta have a Wawa.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. When choosing a health plan, everything's important. Like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products, brand name products, real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for: transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more, like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS, 33 Solis. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
This year has been scary. My mom and dad didn't always have a lot of money to buy food. Some nights we went to bed hungry. But thanks to some really good people, this holiday will be extra special because we can have a big meal as a family. Give the gift of hope. For every $1 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 4 meals for a family like mine. Help today at feedhopenow.org. Second Harvest Food Bank. Fighting hunger. Feeding hope.
T-Mobile for Business supports small business owners during their busiest time of year. Switch now and we'll pay off your phone up to $1,000. You keep your phone and your number. Plus, get $200 in Facebook ads on us so you can reach more customers and finish this year strong. Visit your T-Mobile store and make the switch today. Up to $1,000 via virtual prepaid card for eligible device payoff. Allow 15 days. Qualifying credit service port-in and timely redemption required. No cash access on card and expires in 6 months. Details at T-Mobile.com. Ads via virtual prepaid card when you port in a line with 2 plus more lines or 3 existing lines.
Interest rates as low as 1.99% with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. The Wag.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We appreciate that. Tomorrow, Animal House, Scott Maxwell, your calls and texts. Who's in for Animal House tomorrow?
We have Carrie from Polka Dogs.
Oh, Polka Dogs.
Yeah, haven't been on with us for a while. They have some pups looking for their forever homes.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, you're getting the look now. Jimmy, what would bring Christmas cheer into your home more than a new puppy?
Polka Dogs, huh?
Polka Dogs.
Polka?
Yep.
What are
Dogz.
Oh,
See
yeah.
what they did there?
So they're rappers.
Oh, dogs that favor hip-hop? Buddy, that's right up your alley.
Or polka music.
Oh, that's true.
That's a good time.
Are they coming in? Are they going to Zoom?
They're Zooming.
Why? Why don't they come in? Do they not like us?
We have a lot of rules that you have to
Yeah,
not
exactly.
anymore. Not anymore. We're fine. Glenn came in. That means everything's good.
Patty, email Jimmy directly.
Yeah, exactly.
Just leave me out of it.
Yeah, really. Yeah, just email me directly.
Leave me out of this war.
407-916-1041. You know what I think I'm going to do? I saw this today, and I guess these are becoming gigantic in Shanghai. And I don't know why. I guess they could be valid anytime. But I used to have something like this when I lived back home in the woods. I had a specific thing. What?
I don't know. It got a little dark.
No.
In the woods.
I live rurally now, but I mean, where I lived before was pretty rural as well. You know, I mean, it's just a long way out there, right? So, with that said, I saw an article today. I said these things are becoming gigantic. They're building them fast. And I know Orlando has one, but I've not been there. And when I went to the website today for the one that's here in Orlando, I mean, it's no joke. And by the way, it's booked through December. Like, you can't even get in there until January right now. And I'm talking about
Treehouse?
No.
Ooh.
Let's say it's where you go to lose some tension.
Massage parlor?
No.
Strip club?
No.
Bordella?
That does tell a lot about you guys, though. Every one of those answers was sex related. Ross?
No. Massage parlor is not sex, Jimmy.
Kinda. Robert Kraft says it is. Robert Kraft allegedly says it is.
And if you're rich, you get away with it.
I don't want to get sued. What do you think, Ross? It's where you can let go of some serious tension, make yourself feel better.
Yoga.
You just blow clouds at a hookah lounge.
No, not a hookah lounge. Not a bad, but you don't get high in a hookah lounge, right?
Yeah, then you go to the weed lounge.
Ooh, a cat cafe.
No, Deb.
Opium den.
Believe it or not, it is not a cat cafe. That's not going to do
South
it
Korea,
for me.
that's a pretty big thing there.
But the opium den would take the Edge
Ooh.
off.
An opium den, but they do not have an opium den in Orlando.
Public baths.
No, that you know of.
Not a public bathroom. God almighty, no. They'll tap tap senator dance. Yeah. Let me see yours. I'll show you mine. Type thing.
Just a spa?
Not a spa. Why do you seem so timid taking a guess?
Because I know it's wrong.
Well, that's not necessarily wrong. Think out of the box here. Like, I really want to go and release some tension. I really want to get in there.
Oh, like boxing. Boxing classes.
No.
Axe throwing.
No, you guys are so close. Rage room.
Yeah, rage rooms.
Yeah. You know what a rage room is?
Yeah.
Have you never heard of a rage room?
Oh,
Jack?
I've talked about them before.
You just
Yeah.
throw a temper tantrum.
You can break us.
And then you get to pout.
You
get to smash it.
Break it. They throw in like old computers and old like equipment.
You can even bring your own stuff.
You bring your own stuff like car doors, glass, whatever, and you just go in there and lose your mind with a baseball bat or a pickaxe or whatever. I have just absolutely beat the ever-loving piss out of everything in your path.
No judgment from me to anybody who goes to these rage rooms, but if you're like a member, if you have a punch card,
and they do have memberships, by the way, memberships are available, and it's even kids. Like kids, you're taking a kid to a rage room?
Why not? Aren't they the source of most of your rage?
Well, no, I don't want to beat them up.
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
No.
Kids going in. I'll be in a second. You're going to want to turn around for this.
Oh, this is your 10th punch on your punch card. We have live children today.
What do you think? What do you think it costs to go into a rage room? And this is a 2-level answer. How much time for how much money?
Ooh.
And they have different sessions. They have group sessions. You can have birthday parties. You can do all kinds of stuff.
This
I had
Jim Colbert.
no idea, but this website's actually very cool. I remember when this opened, but when that axe thing happened, like nobody's really talked about this. So I clicked a book. You can't get in there. It is book solid. Bad sign, by the way.
$100 for 45 minutes.
Oof. I'm gonna go $50 an hour.
Okay, what do you think, Jack?
Ooh, 49 for the hour.
Okay, so I think it's interesting because it's set up differently from what is in the room for what you get in there.
Makes sense.
What do I get for $100 in 45 minutes?
They got to replace this stuff.
And by the way, Deb was closest.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes, it's $30. So basically $2 a minute to go in there and go completely ape-s on a bunch of stuff in there.
It makes sense because after that, after 5 minutes, you're going to be tired.
And and not only that, it's a lot cheaper than doing it at home because then you got to fix everything you broke.
So the packages are
not that I would know.
Smash, Sesh, Solo, Dolo. So 15 minutes by yourself, $28. Not bad, right?
Not bad at all.
But a bring your own bat solo or bring your own stuff, that's the 15 for 30. Then it's a BYOB Smash Brothers sesh. Then there's a 20-minute Smash sesh. That's $74. And I think it's all determined on what they give you to break.
Right.
Like if it's glass or
if
something
it's
like
computers.
that. Or computers or whatever, I'm sure. Old fax machines.
Right.
Old typewriters and stuff like that. Oh, man.
For $1,000, it's just like your ex.
They used to do this right when I was leaving high school. That's when they started the whole thing where you could pay like $10 to get 10 sledgehammer swings at an old car.
Really?
And they would paint the car. This is like homecoming or whatever. They would paint the car the colors of the team, the team that we were going to be playing, and you like for $10, it was $1 a swing. You got to go up there and just beat the complete hell out of the car. And every year, a picture from that made it into the yearbook.
Of course.
Group therapy session, $25 for 25 minutes for $132.
So you're going to have to sign a release, right?
Yeah. That's the first thing up there. First thing they have. When I say the first thing, the address, home, about us, the next thing is sign the waiver before you even get to any of the prices.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you have more than one person in there, that could be, I mean, you got things flying through the air and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have goggles. They give you like a onesie, like a Slipknot onesie. Your membership, you get it right now. And by the way, you can't get memberships. That means 2 sessions per month, solo dolo.
Hey.
$49.99 per month. So you can become a member for $50 a month. That gives you 2 sessions a month, Ross. This is not something you'd be into, would it be? You're not this kind of guy, are you?
No, just do push-ups.
That's not as fun.
No.
It's not as fun. It's also a lot less expensive.
It is a lot less expensive. Not even half as fun, though. And you can do a birthday party here, by the way.
Oh, that sounds fun.
A birthday party for 2.
Okay, kids, go in.
45 minutes of you destroying everything in your site for only $143.
Oh.
I would do it once, but I kind of look at this like a tattoo. Like, I'd do it, but spending money on it is a different conversation.
See, I think it'd be kind of fun, like as a just as a group thing, kind of like the escape room. Like on Wednesdays, they have specials for hospitality and essential workers. I bet that's a fun day to watch.
Well, if you do one of these rage rooms wrong, it is an escape room.
Right. You're right.
Instead of team building, it's more like a team destroying event.
I think this is a great gift card to give to all of our healthcare heroes.
Well, that's what they have gift cards, and they have special deals for first responders and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so they have
man.
a bunch of different sessions.
You get
and
out of
stuff.
that 16-hour shift of dealing with stupid people.
It says you wear closed-toed shoes and gym-like clothing. They provide coveralls, chest protectors, safety glasses, a welding shield.
Do they have one themed as the U.S. Capitol for the MAGA people?
That's pretty fun. It says what the different classes of breakables. Different packages have different size breakables. Small items, assorted glasses, cups, small plates, electronics, VHS tapes, and so on. When you get in the medium area, though, it's wine bottles, liquor bottles, stereo equipment, DVD players, large items, computers, printers, wooden chairs. Glass tabletops, mirrors,
Listen to
end
Jim.
tables, 32-inch TVs. Who wouldn't want to send an axe through the center of a TV like Elvis did?
It was a pistol. He shot it.
He did.
At least Kurt Russell did as Elvis.
He did.
In the movie. I don't know. Maybe you could just go to a meditation place next door and kind of relieve this stress, this angst.
Meditation ain't gonna do it for me, kid. I'm gonna have to bash some stuff up. I'm not gonna be able to sit in a room quiet and have that kind of quell what I got built up.
The Jimmy we would get out of the rage room would be...
Oh, I'd come out of there probably singing.
Oh, you would.
He walks out smoking a cigarette.
He
like,
would.
what?
I wouldn't even walk. I would skip out.
He would walk out smoking and singing.
Which is a trick. That's a trick.
I would do it in 5 seconds. It's cheap too. I think I am going to do that. I may do that this weekend.
Why to come across your plate?
It was
there
just
a new one?
I guess they're just becoming very popular in Shanghai.
Bit of a commute.
Yeah, a bit of a commute, but it's just the idea of different countries dealing with different stresses in different ways, and just rage rooms. I guess it just made it over there. I know they've been here for a while, but
right.
I when I looked and saw that we had one here in Orlando, I was like, wow, that's crazy. I knew we had one because I remember when it opened, we talk about it. But when I looked at it, I never really paid attention to it. And I looked at it, it's actually kind of cool. It's just a warehouse with rooms.
Well,
and you go in there and you just bust stuff up.
You can't get yourself anything because you've mentioned it earlier this week that buying anything for yourself during this time of the year, hiccups, is bad because you've taken a gift away from someone.
Yeah,
and there's a
I'm not gonna do
whole lot of people who are going to want to get you gift cards to the rage room.
Yeah.
You're right,
I've got the hiccups.
This rage room is right next to a church.
Perfect.
The texter saying it's like the purge on objects.
Yeah, it
Someone
is.
else has a lot of stuff they want to donate, and someone
See,
else.
that's the thing there. I have a lot of stuff. Listen, man, I have a lot of very bustable stuff to donate.
Hey, your car.
My garage is full of stuff, old furniture and stuff.
If you have middle schoolers, a gift card might be a perfect gift for their teachers.
Yeah. Oh, excellent.
that
Or
would
their
be-
parents.
Wow, if you give somebody a rage room gift card, are you saying something?
Yeah,
Like, if
I
you-
get it.
I'm saying, yeah, I feel your pain.
If you guys, if we didn't mention this and you guys got me a gift card to the rage room, I would ask questions.
Of course you would, but then you would go and talk about what a great time you had.
Yeah, no, it definitely says something.
I think
also a couch. If you had a couch, that would be the worst thing to rage room out on. You're just hitting something soft with a bat.
Yeah. No satisfaction.
It bounces back and hits you in the
bounces
forehead.
back.
Right.
Take this cushion.
There's no crunch. There's no crash.
It actually kind of tickles.
I don't know. Not for me.
Not your thing.
Yeah, I'll just play a shooter.
If you were going to do a team building thing,
sorry, what?
Let's say you were in charge
Video
of the
game.
show and you were going to do a team building thing, what would it be?
A team building thing?
Yeah.
I would. Okay. All right. I mean, it's completely biased. The first thing that popped into my mind was a pickup soccer game.
Ugh.
So a pickup soccer game for you?
Yeah, just kick a ball around.
Just kick
throw
the ball
a
around.
football. Throw a baseball.
So I know that the sales team here for years have taken these excursions,
Mm-hmm.
and they've gone on like houseboat trips and trips to the beach and stuff like that. What's the other stuff you guys have done?
Bowling, was one. We've done escape room.
Ooh.
We did Gatorland and just did the tour there, like that buggy ride and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm switching mine to bowling.
Yeah.
I like bowling. Bowling's fun. There's beer.
It's weird, though, because with the team building thing, you kind of want everybody to interact together all at once. With bowling, it's just like, who's on your lane.
Yeah.
You don't really interact with everybody.
And even the escape room, you had to break it down into groups.
Right, yeah. Is there a team building company that like plans stuff like that? I know that our buddy Craig LaFleur, who does Fireworks,
yeah,
I believe he was part of a team building thing that was kind of like one of those mud runs.
Oh, a Tough Mudder?
Like a Tough Mudder, and that was a team building thing for them. And he told me that thing was no joke, dude. Like, it was crazy. Like, team members were dragging each other under, like, barbed wire through mud and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Tough Mudder's no joke.
Because they put part of the company against the other part of the company, and they, made them work together and come up with solutions and stuff.
Yeah, that
And
sounds like fun.
So that was great.
Yeah, kicking a soccer ball is too much. But have Jim drag me through mud
Just
underneath barbed wire.
By your feet, though. It would be by your feet.
I'd like to watch that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I'm sure it's great to watch. I'm sure it's fun to watch. Not play a role in this weird dance duet that we're doing.
All right, 407.
Someone needs a rage room.
916.
I just want to kick a soccer ball.
You mad? You want a solo dolo sesh?
I want to show off my sweet free kick skills.
I think
Do you think you think you'd be better at kicking Jack and I? Jack and I did a soccer kickoff and at a game, pregame.
Challenge him, Ross. Challenge him.
I mean, do you think you could beat me in a challenge?
You called it a soccer kickoff?
Do you think you could beat me in a challenge?
That's why you need to challenge him, Ross.
Yeah.
Do you think
yes?
you think you could beat me? And what's it called? A
It's
free
called
kick?
a penalty kick,
A penalty
probably?
kick. There you go. Yeah.
But actually, when we did it, it wasn't. It was out. It was on the box. It was outside the line, so it was
Okay,
further back.
so
than
not
the
a penalty kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a little further out. We were told it was going to be a penalty kick.
And we had a defender. Kingston was there
Yeah,
defending.
Kingston was actually in goal.
Yeah, I blew it by him twice. I'd never kicked a soccer ball in my entire life.
Then took his shirt off and ran in circles on the field during halftime with 23,000 people cheering.
After I ripped it top right corner on this guy, who is an actual soccer player, by the way, in that costume.
It's a, I mean,
costume?
And by the way, I never kicked a ball before. I only YouTubed how to do it. You want some? You want some of this smoke, bitch?
All day. All day.
Oh, man.
All day. Let's put some money down.
All right.
Oh, my God. I love this. How much you want, Fish?
Web
How
hits.
much do you want, Fish?
Fish.
I tell
Web
you what,
hits.
let's leave there and go to the basketball court. And I can fill you up there as well. Then we'll leave there and go to the pitching mound. I fill you up there as well.
Okay, we got to change this whole fill you up term.
I need a rage room.
We know.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
Good Tuesday, everyone. This is Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Fox 35 Storm Center, Central Florida weather for you on this Tuesday. Looking like another warm one after that morning fog begins to move on out. Looks like we'll mix the skies. A little sun cloud blend again today. A warm high approaching 80. A little cooler along the beaches. West winds becoming northwest at 5 to 10. For tonight, 61. Fog develops through the overnight. We'll keep it dry. Mostly cloudy, cool with light winds. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into the 80s we go. Solid low mid 80s for highs. A bit of a rain chance tomorrow. A couple isolated showers after about 1 p.m. Otherwise, it is dry as we head to the weekend and on the warm side. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Nomi Health. Nomi Health is now providing same-day COVID-19 testing in Orlando. Quick and convenient drive-through testing is available with no out-of-pocket cost. To register and find the site near you, visit nomihealth.com/FL. That's nomihealth.com/FL. Get tested today with Nomi Health.
Hey, man, as the holidays approach, you guys know the deal. The Porch Pirates are going to be out there in full strength as those packages get dropped off by UPS or FedEx or whomever, just sitting there waiting to be stolen. And for the record, they don't even care what's in there. They really don't. They just hoping it's something in there of value. That's where Safe Touch comes in, because when you integrate your Safe Touch security system with your camera system, it makes it very difficult for the bad guys to get away with your stuff. More importantly, if it's a Safe Touch system, it makes it virtually impossible. Video clips with instant text notification not only keeps you in control, also alerts the officers of what's going on. So not only do you have it, the cops have it as well. That two-way communicator, the fastest possible emergency response you can get, and that smash and crash technology, that halo of detection like I've had in my house for so many years, that's what you want. Incredible equipment, pro installation, lifetime parts and labor warranty, and 24/7 tech support make this the best system out there, and it's not even close. Safe Touch has been doing what others can't for over 36 years. Plus, you can get free equipment and installation with a monitoring agreement. Just choose the package right for you, and the licensed pros will install it, and you will be better for it. It's safetouch.com, 888-723-8682. Again, safetouch.com. State license EF233.
During the season of giving, you might give away more than you want.
Sweater for Mom, video game for Jake, and my credit card for someone named Gina?
More online activity can mean more exposed personal info, but LifeLock by Norton has identity theft protection all wrapped up. And if you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com today.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80-plus Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, I'm Octavia Clausman. My dad is attorney Glenn Clausman, who helps people with their injury claims. My dad really cares about people. His clients have his cell number so they can call him anytime. At home, at night, I see him working on their files. He talks about how his clients' injuries have affected them and how he tries to help. He really cares. If you have an injury claim, you should call my dad, Glenn Clausman. Call 407-917-1718. He'll give you his cell number. Glenn Clausman at KLAUSMAN Office, Winter Park.
Put your business top of mind with customers this holiday season. iHeart Ad Builder is the cost-effective way to create a custom radio ad that can reach customers wherever they go. Answer a few questions online and Ad Builder does the rest. Get started at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
Can you believe the year's almost over? Hey, this is RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Most businesses count on strong fourth quarter sales. We sure do, and I got a big problem, and I need to catch up. Right now, I'm paying over appraised value for any car. Even if it's really old, I want it. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $6,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Save big and get more. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. And all RCL Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Plus, my Love It or Exchange It program will keep you happy. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So even if you've heard no in the past, my dealer next door credit approval process can help you get approved with lower rates and smaller payments. So come into my fourth quarter catch-up sale today. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. New car pricing plus tax tag $8.99 admin fee. Dealer retains all rebates.
If you've been involved in a car accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
So when is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans? Well, right now at Off Lease Only. I know my wife and I just bought a car from Off Lease Only last month. It's a great time to buy. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of used cars, trucks, SUVs, or vans. Other places have low inventory, but not at Off Lease Only. Nearly 4,000 of the nicest, nearly new 2017 through 2021 vehicles on the lot right now. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that is arriving daily, plus your trade-in is wanted. So it's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Financing is available for all types of credit, and you can get pre-qualified on their website right now at offleaseonly.com. You can call them at 407-222-CARS or swing by their massive state-of-the-art location and take a test drive. It's just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Make the most of your investments. Certified Financial Group. Call pound 250 keyword certified planner.
Still showing the world every aspect of your life on social media? Yep. Us too. Find Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Of course, always text us at 77031. 3 lines open for last call, just 3, 407-916-1041. We'll do that here in just a few seconds. Running around like crazy, trying to get ready for the show tonight. Is this opening night, Jack?
It is. It's the prom on the Off-Broadway series, or the Broadway series at Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I'd never even heard of this show. It did very well. It's been nominated for a number of Tonys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been well received. Said it's pretty funny, and it's going to be turned into a movie. I think Meryl Streep actually may be a part of it.
I think they already did that.
Oh,
it was on Netflix. It was Meryl Streep. James Corden was in it as well.
Did it do anything?
It was a Netflix. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is.
Unless, you don't hear about like any box office numbers. Netflix is notorious for not releasing how popular the data on their programming. It's really just word of mouth stuff that kind of.
God, you would think they would want to. I mean, especially if you have those gigantic hits and like, is it a quiet place?
Well, I think it's more of a financial a negotiating tactic for them. If they never reveal how popular something is, it can't be used against them.
And it wasn't a quiet place. It was Netflix version of A Quiet Place, which was, I believe, called Bird Box.
Oh, Bird Box. Hey, you're right. It was. A Quiet Place was where?
Well, that was
that a studio movie?
Yeah, it was by John Krasinski.
Yeah, I thought for some reason I went through one of the streaming services though for some reason.
I'm sure it's on one streaming thing.
What I'm saying is I thought the money behind it was from a streaming service. Like it was a production of either Netflix or one of the others. By the way, checking out Dexter last night. And Dexter, by the way, Dexter's New Blood. The show's been off the air from Showtime for 10 years. So they bring it back. And man, listen, last night, there's only 10 episodes for this short season. It's called Dexter New Blood, right? And, oh, God, don't even get me started. It's so funny because, the way the show ended before was so terrible. And even with these first 4 episodes, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. And they dropped a blanking bomb last night. If you didn't think that you were going to be into the Dexter show, episode 5 does it all. I mean, it does it all. Now you can't wait for it to come back on. And by the way, if you're not watching Yellow Jackets,
you're talking about 2 shows on Showtime. Raise a hand. Who has Showtime?
It's worth Showtime. I don't know about
I do not need another streaming service. I will top my cable bill if I add another streaming service.
But isn't Showtime bundled with something else where you don't?
There you go again. There you go. You always do this. You thought HBO was on Hulu for like months.
That's where I get it.
And we were like, that's not a thing.
But I believe that, no. See,
I think you can actually buy.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. You can actually buy the service, and they have a version but they're paying Amazon Prime to get a version of
and you don't get all of it, by the way. You're right, because when you go to some of the shows, it says, hey, to get this, you got to pay the $15.99 a month or whatever it is, and we don't have that. So we have 3 lines here. Let's do Deb. Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank NaomiBradshaw.com for once again coming on, talking about tracing trauma. And speaking of trauma, Aloysius, the innkeeper who has never been able to live down the sin of telling Mary and Joseph to get to the manger.
Jack, we had a Twitter poll today.
We did, and it was, would you quit vaping if it caused erectile dysfunction? 76% say yes.
Yeah, of course they would. And probably half of those are women. Bitching at their men about quitting. For sure. And Ross, you're doing stand-up anytime soon?
No, stand-up is free for this month.
Nothing there. Huh?
Yeah, no.
All right.
I got a Christmas party. Follow me on social media.
I'm doing Tom and Dan tomorrow. I'm excited about that. I haven't hung out with those guys in quite a while.
Oh, I got something you can bring them.
Oh, really? It's good.
Yeah, it's their Best of Award from the Orlando Weekly.
Oh, very cool. Very good. All right, you guys ready for a little last call?
Let's do it.
All right, good. Party Mom, last call.
Gotta redeem myself from last night, so here we go. Penis and wine carrots waving in my face, stopping on white dog poop filled with grenades. Holy days and confused for so long now. This is why we love the famous ghost cow. Smoke weed every day.
Thank you very much, Party Mom. I appreciate that. Who's next here? Let's go. Angela, last call.
Hello, friends.
Hey, Angela, what's going on?
As always, I love you guys, and I just wanted to let you know that. A couple of things from today. I am from Illinois.
Ooh.
So I think the last time I was called a fib, I was a teenager.
Oh.
So that made me laugh today, Deb.
Thank God.
We can't be friends during football season, but I still love you. I do have Showtime, and Jimmy's right, because mine's bundled with my Amazon Prime.
Boom, nailed it. But you don't get everything, though. You have to be careful because you'll click on some of that stuff and it'll sideways. Are you watching Yellow Jackets?
I am not. We're gonna start it. My hubby and I are gonna start.
Yeah, you got to start Yellow Jackets. You'll love it. Good hearing from you, Angela, for sure.
Yeah.
It is a crate. Juliette Lewis.
She's crazy without having to have a...
And the idea is soccer team crashes in the mountains and then all hell breaks loose. Big T, last call.
So, Jimmy, you get those gift cards to that warehouse, you roll your Mustang in there, and all you need to do then, just give it the proper death.
Oh, yeah, just give it the old proper death there. No problem whatsoever. Thanks, Big T. We appreciate it. Let's get the hell out of here, man. Got a big show coming up tomorrow. Animal House has...
Polka Dogs.
Polka Dogs. And, of course, we'll talk to our buddy Scott Maxwell, plus your calls and texts all day long. Thanks for listening today. We appreciate that very much. Don't forget, you can get your Jim Colbert Show spices and rubs at JimColbertLive.com. Order them. We'll send them all for you for sure. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dave with a corporate time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have a wonderful evening.
Terrific Tuesday. Bye.